Hey everybody, welcome to a nice little Sunday night stream. Hope y'all have had a good weekend. Mine was a lot of fun. Can't wait to talk about the concert. It was a very fun time. But anyways, tonight we are starting up our 5th Retro Achievements Mastery. And it'll probably be after I get through this one is when I probably just really need to go and start working on stuff on PS5 again. Whatever I end up deciding to play next on there. We'll figure that out in the near future. But I feel like doing one more. Kind of want to play, kind of in the mood for another Lego game. I don't know, just Lego been on the brain quite a bit recently. From the Lego sets and stuff to us talking in chat, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, Lego been on the brain a little bit recently. But anyways, hey Chris. Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures for the PS2. The Wii version does not have achievements. I don't think any Wii games have achievements yet, but they might eventually. There's also a PSP version and a DS version, but I know nothing about those. So, this game is pretty similar to LEGO Star Wars 1 in terms of what you have to do. You get 18 achievements for completing the game, for just simply completing all the story missions without using red bricks, or red parcels as they are in this game. So nothing difficult about those. Finish the 3 bonus missions. Again, nothing difficult there, just a little time consuming. And just this game plays a little bit differently than a lot of the other LEGO games. It's more similar to, say, the LEGO Batman game, the original LEGO Batman. Unlock all the treasures, which is the mini-kits. All the characters, pretty straightforward. All the red parcels, again, that's this game's version of red bricks. They're a little bit more complicated in this game, as you actually have to find the parcel in the level and then take it to a mailbox and drop it off at the mailbox, so it's slightly more complicated. Purchase all the extras, pretty straightforward, just, studs again. True Adventurer rank on every level, that's just the stud meter. And then you have 6 trophies for unlocking the 6 secret characters. Or just these 5 are just ones that you have to find in specific levels, and I don't think they show up on collectible detectors. And then there's unlocking Han Solo, which you can't do until you found all 5 of them. So overall, it's another pretty straightforward completion, but another classic game from my childhood. This was the second LEGO game that I ever 100%ed, so this one I still somewhat remember it to a fairly good degree overall. So I'm super excited for this, because I haven't played this game since probably 2009. Because I got it right when it came out, and then it took me a while to 100% it, but yeah, this was the second LEGO game that I ever 100%ed. Now, that being said, this was an early stage LEGO game, pre-trophy LEGO game, so there's definitely not as much content to this one as there is to a lot of the later ones, as it's literally just the mini-kit and the red brick and the stud meter for each level. Well, 10 mini-kit pieces, plus the stud meter, plus the red parcel. That music might be copyrighted, so let's just run on into the menu. The hub world is very small, there's very few secrets in the hub world, once again, so you don't have to worry too much about anything with that. So yeah, it's pretty much, it's pretty simplistic, just like the original LEGO Star Wars, but it is going to be a little bit longer than the original LEGO Star Wars. A lot of the levels are longer, there are more collectibles, but there are multiple stud multipliers in this one, thank God. And aside from the stud multipliers, that was real smart, sir. Aside from the stud multipliers, there are sort of the other traditional extras and stuff. And in this game, you can actually pause and quit in the level, and you don't have to finish it to save. At least I don't think you did on the Wii version. 99% sure you did not have to on the Wii version, so I'm hoping this version's the same. I never played the PS2 version, only the Wii version. And there's no GameCube version as far as I'm aware, which I guess makes sense. Hi, Crouton. Didn't know about Retro Achievements until I started streaming. Immediately got it set up on your Steam Deck. Oh, very nice. Yeah, man, I love having the ability to do this now because, I mean, burp. I'm gonna change the notification noise to the PS3 trophy pop sound. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I kind of like that this one has its own unique noise. normally, I believe. So Indy has two different moves here. He can either punch with square, or he can hit circle to whip things. Getting real kinky already, I gotta say. Can he not just... Okay, he can dig that up. Yeah, I was about to say. So in this game, there are your typical different abilities that there are in other LEGO games. So, like, some characters can jump higher or more agile. Some characters are small and can fit through small areas. Some can use shovels. Oh, so that doesn't actually close on you, okay. Some can use shovels, which are used to dig things up. Some can use scholarly panels, as they're called, which are like a little mini puzzle that you can do. And then there are different characters with different weapons. That's where this game differs a lot, though, from a lot of the other LEGO games. In that it's not so much built on actual character abilities as it is things that you can potentially pick up and use within the world. Okay. Now it just poops out studs. I wonder if it's unlimited. Studs, 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 studs. Is it unlimited studs? Is it legitimately unlimited? Okay, that's actually pretty funny. But unlike, say, LEGO Star Wars 2 on the PS4, PS5, we will not have to replay this game. Like, we won't have to beat each level 4 times, we'll only have to beat each level twice, plus maybe 1 or 2 extra playthroughs on one of them for cleanup or something like that. Oh, that's kind of hilarious. Hey, sweet, glad to see this game being played. Heck yeah! This is an absolute classic from my childhood. Absolutely love this game. Yeah, like I said, it is going to be weird in a few places, just with the fact that most of the abilities in various ways can be picked up. So, like, there are books you can pick up to do the scholarly puzzles. There's shovels you can pick up for shoveling things. I don't think you can ever pick a whip or anything. You can pick up a bunch of different firearms, including bazookas, which can be used to break the shiny silver objects. So it's definitely a bit more unique in a lot of ways. A little bit more like, say, LEGO Batman 1, because in the original LEGO Batman, that one you had to, like, change suits to do different things. Oh, that's 2 of those, okay. Yeah, with that one you had to, like, change suits to be able to do anything. So this is sort of similar to that. Ooh, that looks dangerous. Indy, don't spike me. And he won't push it. Okay, I guess we need something else then. Had a lot of LEGO figures come in yesterday. Nice, nice. We won the mini Disney castle for $6. It was on Whatnot. I feel like I've heard of that at some point. Maybe. Possibly. And I see a secret passage. So let's go check this out first. Now, as with most LEGO games, you're not going to be able to get most of the collectibles on your first playthrough of each level, which is totally fine. But unlike, say, LEGO Star Wars 2, the studs are nowhere... Like, the economy's nowhere near as busted in this game as it is in that one. Because in that one, the whole economy in that game is completely busted. It takes forever to get anything unlocked with studs, because they're also expensive. But this one, I believe, is a lot more reasonable. Oh, we don't have to stand on them at the same time? Okay, well, that's unusual. Get lucky and win some pretty good sets. Okay, that's good to know. I need to look into that. See if anyone's dumb enough to sell a Cloud City set for way under value. Way under potential market value these days. Alright, I'm assuming that touching that is death. Yeah, there's crocodiles, so... And now, what happens if we run off the side here? Oh! Death. To us and the crocodile. Okay. I guess I shouldn't really be surprised, but I don't know what I was exactly expecting. Okay, that was dumb. That just cost me a lot of studs for no good reason. I don't know where Indy is. $60 or $6 for a $40 set. Yeah, that's a very good price then. And that looks not safe. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But yeah, the first step of this run is just going to be to play each level for the first time without any red bricks active. And that's going to get us a huge chunk of the achievements. And lots of studs to use for cleanup, because we're going to have to go back and replay pretty much every level anyway, so it's totally fine. We're going to have to go back and replay basically every level anyway to get collectibles in. I think there's only like 1 or 2 levels in this game where you can get everything the first time through in story. There's maybe like 1 or 2 levels without glitches. I think I've seen some videos, though, of people doing a bunch of stuff using glitches to where, like, there probably is a way to get more items than I think, but we're not going to be doing too much of that, most likely. Oh, that looks like a secret. I think we should go in there. I'm going to have some idiot who's going to tell the seller, you have a 10K set for $50. Yeah, I don't think anyone's that dumb. But then again, I think that there's a lot of dumb people out there these days, so there might actually be someone dumb enough to do that. It's not likely, but there's a lot of stupid people out there these days, so honestly, I can imagine stranger things happening. Played the PS3 version of the game. Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't know this one had a PS3 version. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this one actually had a PS3 version. Because I knew it had the Wii version, that's the one I grew up with, and the PS2 version that I'm playing now. And it has a couple of portable versions, which I'm not really interested in. And I didn't think it had a GameCube version because it has the Wii version. But that'd be cool if it had a PS3 version. That means that maybe RetroAchievements eventually... Imagine if RetroAchievements, like, actually starts adding on PS3 games. That would be crazy. Like, imagine if they start doing PS3 games, and we can go back and get platinums in all sorts of old games again. And that'd be crazy, like, could go do, like, Fallout 3 again, potentially, but maybe have it function better or something. Though, are there even... There's probably emulators for PS3 by now, but... I wouldn't be surprised if there are, but I don't know anything about that. I only know, you know, up to PS2 and Wii and original Xbox, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are. Oh, that was death. Whoops. I mean, they could have even done things like an achievement for, you know, getting through this level without touching any traps and stuff. And all your sealed Legos in the basement and boxed up. Gonna keep them there and see by 2030 how much they're all worth. Made you some money, you know that. I'm confused. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. This is another just classic Lego game. It's not a super long game. It's not as short as Lego Star Wars 1. It was going to take longer than that, but that's totally fine. Puzzle time. I mean, it's not much of one, but... Actually, this one set it's going to sell well when it retires, and it's the Coruscant Guard gunship, since it has the Commander Fox figure. I might actually have that set. I might actually have that set. Hey, Robbie. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I might have that set. Need to give Nintendo 3DS support. Oh, not even just like Pokemon and stuff. I want it for Tamagotchi life. I want Tamagotchi. I can only imagine how stupid those achievements would get, and it would actually be hilarious. Started Borderlands yesterday, level 13 so far. Been having a blast. Well, that's good. Alright, is there something secret back here? There is. God, I've already got 5 of the mini-kits. Just pick that set up in the Ghost with Phantom 2 before the end of 2025. Main difference with this game compared to the other ones is it's completely open world. So it's just one massive... So it's not like transitioning between a bunch of different areas or planets or anything. Because I know that's how, obviously, Borderlands 3 was. There was a bunch of different planets. Each had, like, their different sets of objectives. Alright, so go through here. What other games do they play? Do you mean, like, the emulators and stuff? If so, pretty much any game where you can, like, get the certain, like, files for it or whatever. I don't have any idea how they work. I honestly don't. I just know what they do. I don't know how any of them actually work. Yeah, pretty much any game where you can get a certain file for it. Gonna play any PS2 horror games in October? Actually, I am thinking about that. I got a few different things that I would like to do. Like, for example, well, for one, early next year we get Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remaster, alongside Silent Hill F coming out at some point soon, plus Silent Hill 1 Remaster coming out at some point. So we're gonna get some great Silent Hill content in the near future. But another possibility is that I'm actually really considering for October, if I can figure out how to play a PS1 game on an emulator of any kind. I don't actually know how any of that works, but I know that you can, obviously. I'm going to do the original Clock Tower. No, not the original Clock Tower. The first PS1 Clock Tower, which was the first one that we got here in the US. Yeah, the very first one that we got here in the US. I absolutely want to play that one. That's the one that me and Lizard Guy played through so many years ago that a lot of people actually had fun watching us be idiots in that. And, like, not be scared, just mostly laugh at stupidity in the game and the weird way the dialogue went through. 100% want to play that, though. I can't freaking wait to play that at some point. I'll make hand-drawn maps of it again, because I don't think there are any right now out here. Because that's what I had to do for the original one, and it made my life a million times easier after the first playthrough. At least with this one, I have a little bit more of an idea how to get some of the endings. Bought a Lego Harry Potter set from 2001. It's the one where Harry and Quirrell are fighting over the Sorcerer's Stone. That might actually be the one old Harry Potter set I have. That might actually be the one that I have from that movie, back in the good old days. I think that might actually be what it is, because I kind of remember it. It's a real small set, isn't it? At least the one I know of. Got it for 33 bucks, and I saw on one planet, from what you know, there's fast travel, but it's still big. Okay. I mean, I know that the game is insanely time-consuming to platinum, like it's the length of all the other ones combined. Okay, so that is a Thuggy statue. We cannot do anything with that until we get Mola Ram. Or there's like maybe one other character that also works for it. There's nothing we can do about that for now. Now down here, that is the post box. That's actually where you're going to have to take the parcel once we find it. Well, like I said, we're not going to be getting too much of that stuff here in this run. I actually don't even remember how to get to this one, so... Ow. That's apparently not how we do it. But yeah, you are going to have to play through each level at least twice to get everything, but that's totally fine, because that's very much normal for LEGO games. And a lot of these levels aren't, like, insanely long compared to some LEGO games, and I just got hit by the pole. Yeah, these levels aren't always insanely long or anything like that, but there are a few that are longer. I gotta focus here. I don't want to die again and restart this segment. I will risk my life for treasure. Minikit. And we made it out. 6 minikits, though. Not too bad at all. Back when the Harry Potter figures had yellow heads? Maybe then. Have PS1 emulation on the Steam Deck. Want to check out Silent Hill 4 The Room? Oh, okay. Chamber of Secrets set from 2002 with Malfoy and Dobby. I know I don't have anything from there. Got the Sorcerer's Stone set, since for its time it actually looks really good, like the Coral Figure, the Moving Mirror. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure I actually do have that set. Because I probably got it as like a stocking stuffer back when I was young, because I'm sure it wasn't super expensive back then. And now we come under attack. So we can retreat back to here and see what's going on back here, because there is stuff to do. Spears! This is the first sort of external weapon you can pick up. You can pick them up and throw them. I think you might actually need to do that at times in the game. We're not going to focus on it. Well, and then you have more combat moves and stuff in this one, which is fun. I'm assuming this is a puzzle I'm not going to be able to do, and I'm also assuming that music is going to get me copyrighted, so that's always great. Oh, yeah, I think we need a gun here. Or, actually, you might be able to do this with spears. You can! You sure can. Alright, so you can do that with a gun or with spears. Easier with a gun, but spears work fine too. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll keep getting beat up. First ever Lego figure to have a dual molded head. Oh, wow, okay. It was $10 at the time? Yeah, so that was definitely a stocking stuffer in like 2001 or 2002. Or whenever that movie came out and the set came out. Oh, crossbows! That is another ranged weapon, so... As you might expect, ranged weapon functions like a gun, just not anywhere near as effective. And it only gives you one shot anyway. Damn, these guys are a bit hard to deal with. There's so many of them. And they're infinite. And we can't go out in the water. We don't have the parts we need for that. I might need to turn off the music after this stream, or at some point, because I'm sure that's gonna... the copyright police are not gonna be super happy with it. Duck Station PS1. Oh, okay. Sounds good then. Because, yeah, I don't know anything about PS1 emulation. I only know... I have Dolphin for GameCube and Wii. And then I have PCSX2, or whatever it's called for PS2. See, I don't know anything about PS1 stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to do Clock Tower during the month of October. Maybe even another old game. I'm not doing Silent Hill 1, though, because it has a 10-star run. And that game's 10-star run is arguably even harder than the one in Silent Hill 2 original. Alright, that's our first achievement cleared. Let's go! Perfect PS2 players. As our first achievement, let's roll. Oh! You get a bonus for... Okay, that was loud. That was obnoxiously loud. But you get a 25,000 stud bonus for True Adventurer? I did not remember that being a thing. Oh, that's wonderful. That's gonna make buying stuff actually not that horrible. I'm sure you still get the 50,000 stud bonus for whenever you finish any of those. Okay, so before we head off to the next chapter, let's go check out the college. And get the game saved and such. Check out our hub world here. Just gonna have it displayed in your room since it looks cool. Obviously, won't have it displayed with the large Hogwarts castle because it doesn't fit in. I've already got the mirror from another set. So yeah, also we can talk the concert last night, the Mega Maroney concert. It was pretty freaking awesome. Which I kind of expected going in, but... what the... The heck? The heck? Controller? The heck? Okay, that was weird. My controller just completely disconnected. That was super weird. Thank you, Connor. Alright, so this is where we can buy characters at. We don't really need to focus much on this yet, because, I mean, there's not a lot of characters in this game. There's less than 100 in this game. But there are a few puzzles and stuff you can do around the college once you have all the abilities you need. Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna be mostly females, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite that ratio. I was probably the only single male there. I was probably the only single male there, so... Because I think a lot of girls just drag their boyfriends to see her. So yeah, that was interesting, but first fun instance of the evening was that this one lady who was very, very much overserved, she started, like, trying to butt up into everyone's, like, space and try to push her way to the front. And then they eventually called security, but then she, like, ran off and hid in the back, which was really funny. Oh, the classrooms. This is where you can put in cheat codes for stuff. I'll look up if there's any that we want to use later on in the game. Because I can't remember if that's how we get Han Solo unlocked, or if that's something you can actually purchase at the end of the game. I think you have to find all the 5 secret characters, though, before you can do that. Then we have the film room, where you can watch the cutscenes. I remember this. So yeah, she very nearly got arrested or dragged out, but went and hid, just because she knew that she was probably in the wrong there. She was tiny, too. She was... characters unlocked. So we have a Thuggy statue, we have glass that needs to be shattered by a loud voice, we have a knowledge puzzle on the wall over there, and we have silver plates that we can't destroy. So nothing we can do in here just yet. Never been to a concert. I mean, I do enjoy them a lot. I do think they're fun. Now, I paid a lot of money for this one, which... I mean, it wasn't a mistake by any means. I had an amazing time, but I probably don't want to spend that much on a concert again anytime soon. Shorter girls are more likely to be one of the tallest. I know, yeah, but it was just funny. Because it meant I didn't even have to be in the front of the pit, because I bought these tickets, like... nothing... Oh, secret characters. Let's buy that. Why not? Alright, so now we have secret characters unlocked. I think that's sort of like extra toggle. And then we have this area, which takes us to a nice little courtyard outside. But yeah, we were doing that, and then... let's see, then the concert actually started. And she puts on a pretty good show. I was down in the pit. I was, like, 2 rows back in people from the stage. So up really, really close. Oh, this is the character customizer. It sure is. I'm surprised there's no achievement for that. Okay, then. So we have that available. But then, during the concert, which again was a great show, and I don't lie to you guys, this surprised me as well. It was something that I wasn't expecting. There were 3 or 4 separate times that kind of surprised me a little bit, because I was not prepared for that. Okay, here's the artifact room. This is where the mini-kits go. Forgot to tell you, I was able to sell your extra Dumbledore minifigures for your mini Hogwarts set for 23 bucks. Nice, nice. Hey, T-Jade. Okay, so this also has to do with puzzles in here. I think that once you find these... Yep. Okay, so that is going to allow you to find... Or no, I think you have to find the keys, like, around the world or something, from what I remember. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. Because these will eventually be the 3 bonus levels. But I guess, yeah, I guess we can't do anything with this yet. I didn't think we could, but I was just curious. Hey, Cassie, there were 7 of them? Nice, nice. But yeah, she straight up, like, looked me in the eye and gave the completely, like, flirty version of, like, winking at me and stuff, which was unexpected, because, again, I ain't that attractive, so... So that was pretty awesome. And I know for 100% for a fact that she will have seen the sign that I made, because she would have stared right at it during the final couple of songs, because it was like, sign only fit with Tennessee Orange or Am I Okay, which were literally the last 2 songs she played. So I will let you guys know if I actually get a DM. It's actually gone from the 0% to the 0.000000000000001% chance, which I honestly wasn't expecting. That was not expecting that, so... It was a great show. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great show. But the crazier thing of all this is that... One, a girl that I went to high school with... Yeah, a girl that I went to high school with... is a country singer now. And she was kind of back then. And I think they follow each other on Instagram, so I need to reach back out to that old person that was actually one of the few friends I had in high school. Get her to put in a good word for me. And then the person that opened for her is legit going to do, like, a very small concert here in Greenville next weekend. At, like, a local, like, not necessarily, I don't know if it's a bar or what, but... I don't know, man. I'm not counting myself out on this one. The chances are so minuscule it's not gonna happen, but... I'm actually very surprised at how well that went. So... I wasn't expecting it. We're just gonna say that. I was not expecting anything, and I got more than I expected, so... yeah, it's most likely just as a fan, I fully agree, but, like... It was... looked directly into my eyes multiple times to do that. And I didn't have that when I went to see, like, either... I don't remember having that happen at all, like when I went to see Kelsey Ballerini a couple years ago, or any other concerts. So I don't know, I'm gonna be hopeful. Because again, I went in expecting nothing, and I got more than nothing, so I'm already extremely happy with this, with the whole situation. And I actually found out that I have a lot in common with her, which is also surprising. Like, apparently she was the very unpopular person in school that, you know, never got invited to parties or anything like that, got talked about behind her back by all the other people. Basically the exact backstory that I have. And she's had equally bad relationships to me, or perhaps even worse ones. So I don't know, again, I was expecting nothing, and got more than nothing, so... I ain't counting myself out for the first time in my life. Gotta be confident for once in my life. Because I have absolutely zero confidence most of the time. What did that do? Yeah, it was a great concert though, regardless, but... I'm not... That's the first time in my life I'm not counting myself out. Played the PS3 version too. Oh, nice. So I guess it did exist. I mean, I wasn't denying that it did, I just didn't know it existed. Maybe my shitty luck with relationships does a 180 and you're suddenly dating a country singer. Holy shit, that'd be amazing. I mean, I'm sure that there are certain negatives that come with that. The amount of being in public and stuff like that. Having every part of your life followed. I'm sure that it's not entirely positive, but, like... I gotta pass up that opportunity if it were to somehow happen. That'd be a hilarious, 180. That'd be a hilarious reverse Uno, though. And if anything, it would be, like... Oh my god, that would be the absolute most insane fuck you to everyone that I went to school with. Like, that would be the absolute biggest fuck you to everyone that I ever went to school with. Strolling my 20-year high school anniversary, married to her or something. Yeah, the biggest fuck you to everyone I went to school with. I'm just fantasizing, though. On things that are not going to happen. And that's just me using reverse psychology. But anyways, I have no idea what... Okay, it released... Okay. Is that a mini-kit? Yeah, I think that's a mini-kit. Yeah, it was a really good show otherwise. It was a lot of fun, so... Reminded me a lot of, like, Taylor Swift, because the first concert I ever went to when I was a lot younger was Taylor Swift. And reminded me a lot of that performance overall. Alright, so we've explored everything in here. This is kind of a long level, I think. True, yeah. Definitely some downsides to it, but definitely I feel more positives. Hey, Razvin. Okay, gotta beat people up now. With chairs. And dude over there is gonna pull out a machine gun at some point. Okay, there it goes. Ooh! So yeah, Indy has a lot more melee moves. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Jeez. Oh, how I missed that. I think he will eventually... Does he not shoot at you? I thought he shot at you. Well. Okay, Marion. Get in the way of the friggin' melee attack, 'cause why not? And now he ran away again. I have enough money to buy LEGO sets and have enough money to buy controllers for Wolfenstein 2. I don't think she's looking to date someone that doesn't make money, so... I don't think most women out there are gonna date guys that don't make money. That's like Sophia Cunningham, the pretty blonde WNBA player. It's like her requirements for dating include someone making 5 times what she makes at minimum. Stuff like that, so... I'm assuming... Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm not surprised there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do here is wait until someone appears with a gun. And we're gonna pick that up and use it. Why buy controllers for Wolf 2, like I said, you can understand. Because I'll probably break several controllers trying to play Wolfenstein 2. Unless it just turns out to, like, not be anywhere near as difficult as I made it out to be. Which isn't out of the question, I guess. There it goes, jeez. That took way longer than it should have. We're just working on the PS5 version of Cat Quest 3's trophies for the 8-bit dungeons, blading Castlevania reference. Not much progress here. Okay, I'll read that here in a second. Dang it! Okay, you know what? I need to turn off the music before that gives me, like, serious copyright issues, so... It's not going to sound as good without music, but I don't feel like dealing with copyright for this entire stream, so... Did he jump down? Oh no, he's just standing in the fire. Okay. Oh, now he's actually coming out to fight. I want that gun. No, give me the gun. Take the gun, Indy. Indy, take the gun. Indy, why do you want to fight with a chair instead of a gun? Indy, seriously. Come on now. Come on now. Like, what? Why? Why do you decide to fight with the chair instead of the gun? Why do you decide to throw said chair at a bookcase instead of at bad Nazi man? Like I said, this game's a little weird with some of the weapon stuff compared to some of the other LEGO games. I'm gonna say that one again. It takes a little getting used to. It's definitely not... like I said, it's more like, say, LEGO Batman. Liar, liar, plants for hire. It's pants on fire, Patrick. 1 hour in New Game Plus, beating 4 bosses already. Very nice. Not much progress here. Unfortunately, they patched being able to do online for trophy for LEGO Worlds can only auto-pop from local play. Oh, dang. So that means I can't just go into Ghost World and do everything in, like, an hour or two. That's fine. It's not like I really intended to do it, but it was a possibility for the future, potentially. Punch. 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 Okay, he finally picks up an actual firearm, which actually gives us a chance of doing things. Alright, shiny silver can be blown up with an explosion. Of course, we don't really have the ability to do that right now because we don't have anything explosive. But we do have a gun. Revolver only has 6 bullets. I want to see if there's any more enemies around. It looks like there's not, so... LEGO's released like 2 new games with trophies this month, and one has a PS4 version. Yeah, it's like LEGO Voyagers and what's the other one? I know that we're getting that LEGO Party game at some point too. Now a lot of this won't really matter once we maybe take the torch, Indy. Okay, it's lit. Marion, you shouldn't stand so close to a lit fuse. Like, that should be basic understanding. It's gonna be able to run into pieces and be AFK when will make it and Nightshade traders show up. So awkward. Yeah, it is definitely awkward without music, but I'm worried it's gonna give me copyright problems because LEGO Star Wars did. I'm just trying to mitigate that as much as possible. At least we can hear all the other sounds. And I mean, it's probably not even the whole soundtrack. Like, it's probably only at times that it plays that one, so... Indy, pick that up. Now, where does this actually go? Over here? Yep. Okay, but for that we need a wrench, which is conveniently sitting right next to it. Oh, that was convenient. Wrench can be used to fix things. That's one of your abilities in this game. The dev that celebrated Kirk's assassination got fired. Good. That makes me more willing to buy Ghost of Yotai, but it won't be a day 1 purchase. I mean, it wasn't really going to be a day 1 purchase anyway, because I'm not even going to be in the country the day it comes out, so... Really wasn't going to be in the first place, but... I'm just really annoyed because, like, right now, my university that I went to, of Clemson, had 3 separate professors celebrate the assassination. I'm not even joking when I say 3 separate ones did. Okay, I would rather get rid of this stupid wrench because it seems to be worse than standard melee. 3 of them celebrated and not one of them's been fired. One of them was put on suspension. None have been fired. And people are pissed. Even Trump knows about it and actually tweeted about it or Truth Socialed about it, so even Trump knows, so... Clemson's probably about to get a lot of its funding pulled, which, honestly, if they're not gonna fight for us in that case, I don't necessarily, have any problem with them getting rid of our funding. Trollmakers drop gold bricks and pieces while you're doing Billionaire. You had like 9 of them spawn and 12 Night Traders, and now you just can't get any of them to spawn. I'm assuming that's what you mean by that you just can't get them to spawn now, which... I know that feeling. Things that you don't want won't spawn at the right time. They'll only spawn at inconvenient times when you don't need them. Heard someone from Bethesda. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there are literally like 3 of them at Clemson, and only 1 of them has been put on suspension, none have been fired. And again, even Trump knows about it and is commenting on it. So we'll see if they actually pull our funding or not, which again, at this point, I'm going to probably agree to it. Agree with it needing to be done. Okay, so there's nothing else here we can get, so I'm going to move on. Okay, so this is actually the first level where there is a secret character. So we're going to try to find them, because they're somewhere in this area. I know exactly sort of where they are. What happened with Clemson, they had a fight with Georgia Tech, and now... Oh, yeah, that did not go well. That was a pretty terrible experience. I'm not even surprised, though, because, like, we've been on the downswing for 5 years now, and nothing's changing. And fans are honestly getting sick of it. The fans are getting completely sick of it. Wife gonna run for president one day. Charlie was gonna run for president one day, and he was probably gonna win. That's part of the reason they needed to get rid of him. Because they knew that it wouldn't be able to beat him in a debate. Alright, like this. How does that not even kill anyone? Okay, yeah, this... I forgot how weird this whole weapon picking up thing is. Yeah, I don't particularly like that. I'm losing a lot of studs. And it's fine, we're gonna have to replay the levels anyway, but not a huge fan of that. Oh, mini kit, let's go. I'll take that all day. Yeah, all he did was have different opinions, pretty much. And the media sold their narrative on him. People believed it. Penn State had a bye next week, then you're home against Oregon in 2 weeks. That's your whiteout game. I don't know, is Oregon really doing anything this season? I don't know, I don't pay too much attention to, like, the Pac-12, or former Pac-12. So I don't know if they're actually doing anything or not. Is that... No, that's not it, I don't think. Darn it. Would have voted for him. Oh, yeah, I would have, too. Like I've said before, I've never seen the right this angry consistently and this, like, determined to fight. So, I think 2028... I think we've already kind of won in 2028 and 26, unless something insane happens. I don't even see it being competitive at this point. These people are mad. Okay, so that's a small character hole. We can't go through that yet. We're not a small character. Yeah, I think that 26 and 28 are gonna, like, they're not even gonna be competitive at this point. It's another wrench? What do we need to fix this time? That. It's a good thing that Indy knows how to fix anything by just touching it with a wrench. It's crazy as the right isn't anywhere near as angry as the left were during 2020. Yeah, that's probably true, unfortunately. Even though I feel like we're getting there slowly. Oregon's Big Ten now. They beat Penn State last year. Oh, okay. Like, our LSU loss is not looking as bad as it was, because LSU's actually looks really good this season, so at least that loss doesn't look as bad. But, like, the Georgia Tech loss, that's basically it for us for playoffs, unless we win out, which is not going to happen because we have a hard schedule this season. Like, Duke is struggling now, which I guess is good for us as we play them, but, like, Florida State's going to beat our asses in. Where's the little... Florida State's going to kill us, most likely. Duke we could struggle with. Syracuse is just a team that we always struggle with, even if they're not all that great this year. What am I supposed to do here? Well, that's not cool. Who else do we have? We're at Chapel Hill under Bill Belichick, and of course they're one of those teams that always plays their butts off whenever they have a big game, so that's a risk for us. Boston College is doing fairly well this season. I assume that we can beat Furman, but that's about the only game I'm confident in for the rest of our season. So I am not looking forward to the rest of this season. Dabo needs to start making some freaking changes or get the hell out of football. Is all I'm saying, because he does not care about actually winning anymore. He just cares about his $11.5 million payday every year, which he is not worth a fraction of that at this point. And there's a lot of us that know very little about football that could do better for 1% of the price. We could definitely call more plays, more different plays than what we get. Okay, so I think the first character is one of these areas. Might actually be right around here. We might not be able to get to him yet. Okay, yeah, I don't think we can actually get to him yet. Who runs in 2028? It'll be... I think it'll probably be Vance and Rubio, most likely. And I have no idea who runs on the other side at this point. I legitimately have no idea who they can run because they don't have anyone that is, like, sane at this point that they can run. I mean, maybe they could run Fetterman, the only one that has any sense left on their entire side. But they ain't gonna do that because he's too moderate. Okay, so one of these holes might actually have the character in it, or it might be later on. It's fine if I don't get enough studs. Oh yeah, just because you have different opinions, you shouldn't be getting killed for it. It's just insane that that would even happen. I think that's just an empty void, so those guys must be in that ice cave down there, and I don't... Okay, no, she doesn't have a screeching ability. I was just checking. I didn't think she did, because it's not all female characters. I think it's only Willie that has a screeching ability. Oh yeah, they say that to anyone on the right pretty much at this point. People like myself have heard it, so... Doesn't mean anything to us anymore, it just means that they're willing to kill us over it. Oregon game and Ohio State in November are the games you're nervous about. Yeah, you guys, if those are your really only two major games, you guys probably can go 10-2. We're going to be lucky to win 4 games this season. That's what's so disgusting about this now, is that we're going to be lucky to win 4 games. Because we'll beat Furman. God, I don't see how we could possibly lose that game, but now that I've said it out loud, who knows? Syracuse is always a problem for us, but we get them at home this year at least, and they're actually pretty bad this year, so... That's one that maybe we can win. Indy, jump! Jump, Indy! And then there is... maybe Chapel Hill, because they're not looking great under Bill Belichick. Boston College usually doesn't give us a ton of trouble, but they look good this year. Duke seems to not be as good as I thought they were, so maybe that one won't be as bad, but we'll have to see. South Carolina looks decent, and we have to play them there this year, but we'll see what happens. And some Rubio good candidates. Watch it be advancing with Trump as VP. Nah, not legally. Can't happen. 22nd or 23rd Amendment. I can't remember which one it is that established term limits. Okay, so that is the... That's one of those smart puzzles, the book puzzles. We do not have a book with us, so we can't do it right now. That is A-okay, though. Again, we gotta replay every level anyway, so it's totally fine. No big deal. It'd be funny if they could, but it's obviously not something that's gonna happen. Just to call things... Oh, yeah. Now they just call them all Mustache Man. That's what they've been doing for 10 years at this point. I don't know about Candace Owens. I'm not a huge fan of her. And she'd still be better than anyone on the left, but not a huge fan of her. I'm just trying to figure out if it's going to be, like, New Scum and who we would run with, or if they're going to be stupid enough to do something like AOC and Jasmine Crockett, which honestly would be about the funniest thing on the planet, because it would be about a 48-state landslide. We'll see, though. Should you not tell people... Well, I mean, I don't think people are as passionate about popsicle flavors. At least I would hope not, but... Honestly, at this point, who knows anymore? I really don't know anymore. Notre Dame is 0-2. Still ranked. Yeah, that's because it's Notre Dame, and they have the privilege of being Notre Dame. That's all it is. Notre Dame privilege. Blue blood privilege, as we can call it. Now, again, I'm not saying that Clemson has any right to be ranked at this point after how they played all season. They don't have any right to be ranked, but honestly, neither does Notre Dame. Clemson has no right to be ranked right now, but Notre Dame really doesn't either, so... Okay, so the bazookas are used to knock out shiny silver objects in this game. And you have a limited amount of ammo in them, so if you run out, you have to go pick up another one. And yes, it can be a little bit frustrating because you only get like 4 shots. We're getting, let's see, Kane Defiance, nice. She acts like a victim all the time. Unfortunately, she has a certain appeal among, like, young people that are brainwashed. I mean, she did. I honestly don't know what is going to happen with this now. Because the entirety of the youth just shifted, like, 50 points to the right overnight. So she might not anymore, but I don't know. We will see. We got a long way to go until then. There's a lot more that can happen before then, so we'll see what happens. There's a lot more that can happen in the world before then. Oh yeah, people, I mean, you can tell people the sky is blue, and the answer you get back is that the Earth is flat. Most likely. At this point, you might very well get that back as a response. The sky can't be blue because the Earth is flat. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I got that response at some point because... And I told you guys some of the stupid shit I heard when I worked at the urgent care. Like, for like a point in time, there wasn't a week that would go by where someone didn't ask if there was a microchip on the nasal swab we were giving them for COVID testing. There wasn't a week that would go by without that happening. And that is a purple stud up there, so... I think these were technically in LEGO Star Wars 2, but only in, like, the challenge modes. In this is either the first or second game where they actually appear out in the wild. And they are worth 10,000 studs, which is very useful. They might have also been in the complete saga as well. Oh, that might be the end of the level. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. All them brainwashed, too. You do the same. Yeah. I'll just watch next do Sylvester Stallone or Mel Gibson. Nah, they're too old. Yeah, they're a little too old, I think. I'd rather have someone younger. I think that's something that both sides can agree on, is we need someone younger. I think it would be better for everyone. The game crashed. The game crashed. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's just great. Oh, the game crashed. That's wonderful. And that probably means we're going to have to redo this entire level. Oh, I just love when games don't function correctly. Sloan same age as Trump. Yeah, but I still think most people would rather have someone younger at this point. That's where someone like Vance comes in, because he's only like 40. Yeah, it's because they saw that one sketchy Facebook link, and it's definitely full of viruses, yep. Wow, that's really annoying. I wonder if it... Does it respawn him inside the level, though? I'm assuming not. Great, so we're going to have to redo that entire... Well, that's hyper annoying. That's only the second time I think one of the emulators has crashed on me. Oh good, my Syracuse ticket's already sold. So our next home game is against Syracuse this weekend. Tickets already sold. Okay, got about $100 for them total. That's not too bad. Sell them now before they completely bottom out in value at this point, because they're not going to be worth anything after we lose another game. And we might actually beat Syracuse. It's a possibility we could beat them. But after that, we got Duke at home. We got SMU at home. We got at Boston College. We're at Florida State, I think. I don't know if we're at them or they're at us, but either way, it's going to suck for us because we're going to lose that one badly. Got Furman, which was going to be worth about $5 anyway, and in fact, I'm giving those away to some people down here. So that's totally doesn't even matter in the first place. I wouldn't have probably gone to that game regardless. South Carolina's away, which, I mean, they didn't look that good this... And they got blown out by Vanderbilt, so... Maybe we have a chance against them. We'll have to see. What island did he... Was that Sevastopol? Or... whatever it's called? That little... Longbeer Garden or something? Because that wasn't Iceland. Or was it? I mean, it might have actually been Iceland, because that might have been Greenland next to it. Someone lies about a race constantly. Yeah, I think several of them do that. Okay, let me clear this out first. Now I kind of know what to do, but this game better not crash again on this, or I'm going to be a little bit annoyed about that, because then, like, then what am I supposed to do? Okay, pull the switch. Can't think of too many younger people. There's a lot more of them. I mean, maybe not prominent voices, but there's a lot of younger people, mostly males, that have shifted pretty far to the right. Especially after everything with Charlie Kirk. That was a fuse. That was too much of a line in the sand for a lot of people. That's going to change a lot of things in this country. Turning Point literally had its membership multiplied by about 10, like by a factor of 10 in the last week. And they're for high school and college age. For way too late anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2028 should be a pretty fun time. It should be a pretty massive blowout. I don't really see anyone they can put up at this. After this stuff happened, I don't see any real chance for them. And maybe just 35. Yeah, that's true. Someone who's... Okay, yeah, that's true for people that are relevant in the media. Does that... do that? And knock that out. Perfect. Okay, break everything in here. We need all the stuff we can get, because I'm clearly going to lose a lot of them from dying to stupid things, and I'm too dumb to not die to, apparently. Alright, that's a throw. And... okay, yeah, that table gives us a little shield, but it's not really all that important. Female on the right. It's not... it depends on what age group people are in. Like, there are quite a few females that are on the right, but Indy, you jumped in front of the chair and blocked it. Some kind of friend you are. And again, Marion, like, slaps him at the start of this, so I guess I can't blame him. Because there's quite a few on the right, but it just kind of depends on where you are in the country and what age group you're in. It's very dependent. Alright, get over here. Alright, let's not have the game crash again. Yeah, late 20s, it's definitely less common, but there are a number of them. Like, every girl I ever dated was on the right, so... like, all 4 girlfriends I've ever had were on the right, so... and they were all around my age, except for Crazy Girl was a few years older. She was, like, 4 or 5 years older. So, like, she was early 30s when I was in mid to late 20s. Go down. Right, we're not dying as much this time. This is good. This is better. Chair to the face. Now, let's see if we're actually smart enough to pick up the machine gun this time. Can we actually pick that up today? Maybe. We knocked him down to here. Should just be able to punch him now, right? Thank you. Okay. Pick up the damn machine gun this time. Please. Thank you. So much easier. So much easier. For that incident, they were definitely shifting to the right by significant margins. Because my manager, she has 5 kids that are anywhere from like 7 to 14 or something, and all of them are pretty far to the right, so... and not just males, also females, so that's all good. Okay, so this time I'm not going to screw around here as much because there's a snowman we can build, and that's really it. And it's not there, okay. So I'll build those guys, and then we're just going to keep moving. There's not a ton we can do here, and I really don't want the game to break down on me like that again. Because that's always really annoying when something like that happens, when it's like, oh, the game's just going to crash because it doesn't feel like functioning today. I'm actually... how exactly does an emulator crash in the first place? I don't get that. Like, how does that even happen? I don't fully understand how they work, obviously, but I slightly understand it, but, like, why would... how would it crash on that? It doesn't make sense. Cousins in the mid-30s and hardcore left. Oh, yeah, I've got some in my family. Tell them that, true. I mean, I guess I just mostly say that because, I mean, at least when you're young, you're going to be influenced by the way your parents are. And both parents are very far to the right, so... Yeah, I get what you mean by that. Like, technically, I guess not a view, but... At that age, you're so much more heavily influenced by how your parents are, so... I guess I'm just guessing about it there. But the older ones all are. And I do agree, it sucks that it's being pushed on kids. It really probably shouldn't be. Let kids be kids. I honestly didn't care anything about politics until I was, like, probably in high school. So no, I was in 7th grade when Obama got elected, and that was politicized to a certain degree for sure. I was in like 7th grade when that happened. That was definitely politicized. Had certain teachers that would push certain views, even back then. And I think we're gonna need another... No, wait, Indy actually still... Does he still have a torch? Or do I still have a torch? It looked like it was, like, smoking right there, so I thought maybe it was just the snow. It looked like he was still carrying a torch in his pocket. Okay, so we're getting through this a lot faster this time, and a lot more successfully so far. Now, as long as the game doesn't do something stupid... Which I don't know if it will. At least we know that the Star Wars character isn't here. I think it's Luke because he's in the ice cave down below, if I remember correctly. Because I think it's literally like Luke in the little ice cave that's like a reference, obviously, to Empire Strikes Back. No characters waiting for pressing or anything. Just, yeah, let the kids be kids. It's focus way too much on that stuff. And I mean, yeah, at that age, yeah, you're a teenager, and sure that at that point you're getting closer to being an adult and all, and you might start to think about things, but like, yeah, when you're a kid, just should not be an issue. And like I said, I mean, I'm sure that I heard political things from my parents, but as that young, I didn't care at all. I was scared about being able to watch TV and not get grounded for stupid things. I didn't get grounded much, but it did happen. Usually from not doing well on assignments or occasional misbehaving. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get in trouble that much, and, like, I only got detention in high school, like, once, and it was over something, like, really, really stupid. I don't remember what it was. It was just something that was really stupid that, like, a ton of people got it for that shouldn't have gotten it, realistically. Or actually, no. I think what happened was... I think I got a lunch detention, or, like, maybe not even lunch detention, but just, like, an in-school, like, normal hours detention one time, purely because we were going to have to go sit through, like, a 2-hour assembly or something, and I needed the study hall timing to do all the work that I had, because my school would sometimes completely overload us with insane amounts of work. So, yeah, I think it was legitimately because I got it on purpose in order to be able to just go to a study hall and not have to go waste 2 hours in an assembly when I had a shitload of work to do. So I think that's actually what it was. So it was an intentional... it was something I did intentionally. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that was actually anything. I just wanted to try. Not like they can vote anyway. Very true. Only got detention once in your life. Because I got in trouble a few times when I was younger, but usually nothing major. Never got, like, suspended or anything by any means. And then just detention once or twice in high school, and that was it. And at least once it was intentional. No, I mean, technically I got in trouble for it, TJ, but it was something that I did, like... I honestly don't remember what the context was. I've got a really fuzzy memory on that. But it was something a lot of people did. Because, like, I guess it was an assembly that a lot of us thought was pointless and didn't want to be in. So, and we all had, you know, a shitload of work to do, so... I know I was not anywhere near the only person that did do that. And it was good, because I got a bunch of work done that I needed to get done with, so... I think that was the... That's the only time I can remember actually getting a detention. I feel like it happened one other time, but I could be wrong. I got in trouble once for using the bathroom in the principal's office instead of your own bathroom. That's the kind of stupid shit my school would have gotten us in trouble for. Oh, okay, True Adventurer. We got that back. Well, some of us, though, I remember got in trouble during my senior year because I've talked about the senior year a lot before, of just like how we had that absolute bitch of a woman that was our, like, head of the school, head of the high school. It was an absolutely horrible, dumb bitch of a person who everyone hated. And, I remember that there was one time, like, they would do anything... I think I mentioned this exact analogy before, like, my class, so class of 2014, we were compared to Harry Potter, because they actually started that analogy to Harry Potter by, instead of giving us our normal college counselors, they replaced all 3 really good college counselors with 4 deans, and they called them houses like they were supposed to be Harry Potter. But all 4 deans were retarded. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, they were legitimately some of the stupidest human beings I've ever met in my life. And all 4 of them were DEI hires. So, that explains a lot. They were some of the many DEI hires at that point in time. But, like, I always describe it as my class were the Gryffindors, and she was Dolores Umbridge, and the class of 2015 below us were the Slytherins. And that'll give you all the context you probably need about how senior year was for us. That'll give you all the context you probably need about how senior year was for us. Ow. I did that last time. Can I not blow myself up with a damn bazooka for once? Oh, I'm sure that's gonna happen a lot. The thing's got a hell of a blast radius, honestly, which, I mean, it should. It's a bazooka. Yeah, senior year was basically Order of the Phoenix, but with less murder. And I wasted a shot, but that's fine. They respawn, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, though. That's pretty much how it was. Don't know anything about Harry Potter. Basically, the analogy I'm getting at with that, TJ, is that my class in particular was singled out to be screwed over, while the class below ours was given praise for wiping their asses, pretty much, type of situation. That's the best way to put it. Like, we would get in trouble for absolutely anything they could. They would do anything they could to hurt and punish us, while the class behind us got very special, positive treatment. Because, like, there was always a tradition where we had, like, a rock out in front of the school that you would paint for special occasions, including for, like, it was tradition for the seniors to paint it at a number of times throughout the year. And the stupid juniors got into a habit of painting over it, so it turned into, like, a whole battle for about 2 or 3 weeks straight, until they banned it for everyone. Hey, there we go, there's an Achievo! And then they just banned it for everyone, because the stupid underclassmen ruined it. Yep, at least one person died. It might have only been one person, but yeah. Okay, I really don't like that sound effect. That is way too loud. Or just, it has a weird sound to it. It's like that unpleasant sound of getting your teeth scraped at the dentist office. Alright, well, we might as well continue story at this point, because I showed you guys around the college, and we save here, so it's fine. But yeah, that's really the best way to put my senior year. And then, at one point, a bunch of people got in trouble over just, like, a simple little prank that we pulled. Like, we turned some of the juniors' backpacks inside out. And that turned into a giant thing, because they were all just crying and whining that it was such an invasion of privacy, blah, 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 blah. Imagine the shit that was done to us that we didn't cry about. They were that very special snowflake class of people. We had far, far, far worse done to us in pranks, and we didn't go fucking cry about it. With the notable exception of a couple of people who had their cars basically vandalized during the senior pranking. Which, obviously, that's kind of a different situation. That's very much warrants complaints. Because my sophomore year, the seniors went a little too far, and they actually ended up damaging a couple people's cars with, like, riding on them and doing stuff like that, and, like, pouring stuff on them, and they actually damaged at least one person's car, so... Yeah, in that case, I certainly understand the complaining, because that's a bit of a different scenario. But we didn't do anything actually harmful. We just caused a few snowflakes to go cry, is all it was, so... And apparently that was enough for us to be punished. Freshman year, senior year were some pretty big losers, as you remember. The freshmen my senior year, I actually didn't have any problems with. I had one or two people in that class that I was friends with, including that girl that's the other country singer that usually follows Megan Maroney that I honestly now really probably need to try to reach out to and be like, hey, do you remember me? Can you set me up with her? No, that'd probably be a little too weird. That'd be a little too weird. Okay, I just realized the music came back on. I don't know why, because I thought we had it turned off. I mean, a lot of it doesn't sound copyrighted, though. Like, a lot of it sounds like just almost like background music more than anything else, not like actual music from the movies, so... Oh, well, we just got into a fight with everyone here. Swordsman! I wonder if they have the scene here. I can't remember if they have that scene in here. Where Indy just gets sick and tired of dealing with him, so he just shoots the guy that's playing around with a sword. Man, the freshman boys that were awful, the girls were cool with you. For me, it was more... Yeah, it was pretty much the same way for me, actually. I was cool with a couple of the girls, but the guys were kind of dicks, so... And where are we gonna get a shovel from? Is the monkey carry... Oh, the monkey has it. Okay, that explains. Hey, get back here. Punch. Wrench. Punch. Oh, this is breakable for some reason. Oh, flowers. Okay. Oh, it's manure. Turning into flowers. That's a thing from the other games that we sometimes see. Oh, look at that. They're apparently spawning things. Ladder pieces. I don't know how that works, but okay. Okay, you know what? I'll take a mini-kit. I'll take a mini-kit. Okay, so toss the banana up to the monkey. That scene was hilarious, yeah. Apparently the reason that scene exists is because, like, Harrison Ford was sick or something. So he still had to film the scene, so he just, like, improvised that out of it, or someone chose to improvise that out of it. And that's why it happened, which is really funny. See, I think that's actually what the reasoning behind it was, if I remember correctly. Just turn back on because the game crashing and you had to restart happens with some LEGO games. Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense then. That makes sense. What was the point of building this table? Is it just for studs? Looks to be. Okay. Break that. Now we can break the table. Okay, so that was literally just for studs. Okay, I see a key up there. Marion, you can go get the key. And that is a glass door that we cannot break because Marion does not have the scream that Willie does from the second movie. Can't wait for the Temple of Doom levels. Those were fun. I think the minecart's in this game, right? It is in this game, I think. I'm almost positive that it is. Obviously, that's a great scene, so I'm assuming that it is. Stomach problems and wanted to go to the bathroom, so he ended it like that, and since the actor had to train for so long, he paid the actor with money out of his own paycheck? Oh, that's actually really cool. That's actually a really interesting story. I didn't know it was that in-depth. I thought it was more just like he was sick and didn't feel like doing it, so they got him to cut the scene short by doing it that way. That's actually kind of neat. Gave him a lot more than he was paid. Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. That's definitely pretty cool. Alright, so let's rotate that piece out. That's the first of two. Apparently we can't just use the same key for both for some reason, even though it looks like it would probably fit. That's the way we came in. Okay, so this is another type of thing you have to do in this game. This is basically a door. Well, yes, it's a door, Zach. It's obviously a door. Basically, these are those, like, character doors that you see in some of the other games to where you have to be in a certain disguise or else you can't go through them. We saw it in LEGO Star Wars 2, and we see it in some of the later games. That's more what I was getting at. It's a door. It is very much a door. Alright, let's push that over. At least in this game, Temple of Doom has the bridge battle, unlike in Indiana Jones 2. Indiana Jones 2 didn't have that battle, really? I mean, because I don't remember that game at all at this point, because it's been so long since I played it, but... Oh, that's crazy. That's an iconic scene. It's like, with this one, I'm assuming it's like... There's going to be a Shanghai level, of course. Then, like, one on the way to the palace. There's going to be a minecart level, the bridge level, and then, like, two others inside the palace and everything, I'm assuming. That's just my guess. Alright, we do not have a small character, so we cannot go through that hole in the ground, so that's fine. Let's grab all the studs here. We might not get true adventurer here, because we haven't been collecting a ton of studs, unless this is a really long level. Instead, you're fighting Mola Ram, controlling a massive version of Kali. Now that you mention that, I feel like I actually do remember that. Because I streamed some parts of LEGO Indiana Jones 2 all those years ago. I think I actually have very slight memories of that, now that you brought that up. Okay, so now we're fighting the Austrian Painter Man army people. But they're riding camels now. And that one actually killed me. Shovel seems to be a pretty effective weapon here, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think there's a way to stop them from continually respawning. At least I hope there is, or else this is actually going to be kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure there is. Like, I think I remember this area. Let's look around a bit, see if I can figure out a... Okay, no, that's not it. What about up here? Anything going on up here? No, just a couple of things to break. Nope. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go over here. I think that's bad. You need to look at what they did with Last Crusade in that game. Again, like, I played it, I just don't remember it, because it's been so long. And I only ever played through it that one time for my, for the Platinum. Alright, studs. He just punches him off of that. Man. I'm almost positive. I know there's a way to stop them from spawning in like this. Probably just missing something. It's been so long since I played this game. Who knows? Or is it just get through as quickly as possible? Oh. Then maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's just get through this area as quickly as possible because they just respawn infinitely no matter what. Okay, then. Elsa doesn't meet... Really? If so, that's really dumb. Because that's a pivotal part of the movie. It's like, she'd rather have the Holy Grail than... and risk death, like, severely risk death from it. If that's true, that's very dumb, because that kind of messes with the whole story of the whole thing. Spends the life looking for the wealth of the Grail and the powers of the Grail, and then dies trying to grab it. But she was too stubborn to receive help. You know what? You probably need like a bazooka or something to shut that down. So let's get out of here before we waste too much time. You probably just need like a bazooka or something to destroy it. So as soon as we can get the bazooka trooper, that is going to be like our A numero uno purchase for free play, because that's going to make life so much easier. Because you can just like blast your way through everything at that point, as well as destroy the shiny silver objects. So bazooka trooper is one of your most effective characters in this game because of that. And I think we might actually have access to him after the previous... No, wait, I don't think we actually fought him in the previous level. We should have access to him after we're done with this movie, though. Yeah, if that's the case, then that's really dumb, so... That's definitely an L on their part. Alright, so can I jump up? That looks like it should be like a glitch spot or something. You can kind of almost grab that ledge. Okay, the monkey's playing with dynamite. That doesn't seem particularly safe. Like that, I mean, obviously it needs something to make it go off, but that doesn't seem all that safe for a monkey to be playing with. Let's get him a nice banana instead. Or just not care at all. Ah, okay, so that's what we had to do. Give him a banana. Banana! I'd rather have the banana over the weapon of mass destruction. Oh, it automatically lights. Okay, I don't know how it does that, but it does. Ooh, this looks like a secret. Oh, it's just studs. So yeah, I don't think... Ah, okay. I didn't know that was actually going to work. I don't think this game actually has double score zones, which is kind of weird. Or if it does, I don't really remember them. Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Batman have done it that way. Why hasn't Indiana Jones? Think like actually made their Indiana Jones minifigures look the same as they did in the game. I don't know then. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's a less popular franchise. I mean, that has something to do with it. For Lego sets and stuff. So I feel like the Batman type stuff is probably going to sell better, and I know that obviously Star Wars is going to sell more. And Harry Potter, I could definitely see selling more. Water! Little oasis up here. Nice little place up here, actually. Speaking of, like, nice little homesteads, apparently, Power Wash Simulator 2, when it comes out, I finally watched the Nintendo Direct, so... apparently, when that one comes out, you're gonna actually, like, have a home base that you can customize and stuff, which is kinda neato. Definitely excited for that game. Don't know if it'll be a day one, because I'm a little bit worried about being buggy, because the original Power Wash had some bugginess to it. But it's definitely going to be one that I play probably pretty early on. As the streams for that game tended to do pretty well alongside it just being a really fun, relaxing game to play. That's supposed to come out sometime in the next couple of months, so that's pretty exciting. Okay. Oh, wait, we have to push it. Yep. Okay, that works. People know what Star Wars is. Pretty sure they know what Indiana Jones is. I mean, I don't know if it's as likely just because we went so long without anything from Indiana Jones. It's like we had the last of the original trilogy for Indiana Jones in, like, the 80s. And then, like, literally 20 years later, we get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And then another 15 years after that, we get Dial of Destiny. So there were a lot of big breaks between it where there was, like, no Indiana Jones content whatsoever. And a lot of people certainly do, I'm sure, but, like, it's definitely not as recognizable of a brand as something like Star Wars that was constantly still pumping out some sort of content. Ooh, there's a purple stud over there. I wonder if we can get to it. Marion might be able to jump to it, actually. Thank you for the key, Mr. Monkey Man. Maybe she can make that? Yes, she can, easily. Because there's no hover characters in this, because it's Indiana Jones, so it's set in the 30s, so of course there's no hovering. And we got another monkey up there with a wrench that we need. If only we could have carried one in with us. And like stuff like this we'll be able to skip on free play because we'll have a character with a wrench in our inventory, so we won't have to worry about it. So yeah, free play will go a lot faster in this game than it will in some of the other games, just because like you have a lot of things like this that are just so clearly built for this. Why the PS2 version? It's the only one that has achievement, or that's not true, but it's the only console one that has achievements right now. There are a couple of handhelds that have achievement lists to them. I never played those, and this is much closer to the one I actually grew up playing, so playing the one that has achievements that I actually grew up with and loved. True, yeah, and with Harry Potter, people read the books and they're still relevant to this day, yeah. And they're even still making, like, Harry Potter content to this day, to some degree, at least. Like a Batman obviously had relevance in the comics, yep. Okay, so what are we building here? What even is this supposed to be? We gotta be getting pretty near the end of this level, though. I think this is one of the longer levels in this movie, so at least I hope that it is. It's been here for a while. So yeah, these levels are definitely longer than the original LEGO Star Wars. Definitely a little more complicated than that original LEGO Star Wars. Not a bad thing by any means, just difference. Nice little blue stud back there. And Okay, it's more of this group. Ooh, it's an officer. So that is a frag grenade. Obviously quite dangerous. Don't stand too close to it. Okay, yeah, this is the end of the level. So I think we're gonna need to get an officer to... Or no, is that... I guess that's only for free play then. I guess we don't need the officer disguise in the story here. Okay, then. Kind of thought we did, but apparently not. Lots of shiny silver here that we can do nothing about, of course, so... Not gonna worry about it. Ooh, but there might be something up here, so let's check this out. And some studs. That's good, though. We do need the studs for sure. How to turn on widescreen. Yeah, sure, if you know. I'll take the advice. This game had the Star Wars Easter egg in the first level where Indy's pulling the golden idol and C-3PO comes out. It's got quite a few Star Wars Easter eggs. All the Star Wars characters that are in it that you have to rescue, plus, of course, Han Solo being a playable character. They've had some good Easter eggs over time. This franchise, and really all the franchises at this point. They have ways to connect, like, all of them in some way or another. It's like how all the Pixar movies are supposedly connected. Or at least they were for a while, but I think that theory got blown up after a while. Possibly in response to the theory being a thing, Pixar changed it. Because, yeah, they legitimately had a way of, like, connecting every single Pixar movie at one point. But I think that it's... Wait, get the hat, get the hat, get the hat! We have the hats now, so we can cosplay as Austrian Painter Army. I didn't think that was actually required here. I thought that was just an optional thing. Okay, then. Well, if Souls had C-3PO and R2-D2 on the hieroglyphics. Oh, okay. Just returned to Borderlands 3 after 3 years. Here's hoping the Circles of Slaughter go alright. I'm trying to remember... I want to say with those, like, the first two weren't that hard, from what I remember in Borderlands 3, but, like, the third one was kind of annoying. Like, really, the first two weren't too bad. Should you break your backlog, clean up, and do something new? Easy like CSI. It's probably not a bad idea just to break things up every now and then and try something different. So, I mean, I've only gotten, like, I got my first platinum in, like, a month recently. With that Word Web game. Which I gotta still do the other version of it. Options menu, and you should see widescreen. Ah! That's really not any better, though. Is that really any better? Is that really any better? I don't feel like that really is any better, honestly. Use modded weapons per Circle of Slaughter. That's probably the best way to do it. Okay, so now that we've defeated these guys, we should actually have access to them. Those are Bazooka Troopers, of course. Break through the gates, and we should be able to do something up here. Dang, this truck does not have a lot of health, though. Onto the motorcycle! Oh, here it is, I think. Yep, here it is. The classic. Boom. And done. Still a classic. Still a classic. Anyway, with the German World War II stuff in this movie and Last Crusade and the Hinduism stuff in Temple of Doom, they can never make it again. Yeah, probably not. Unfortunately. Oh, and the PCX2. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. And there's an achievement. Let's go. Much better, actually. Thank you for that, then. Thank you for the hint on that. We were worried about shooting range one. Yeah, that one was a little bit annoying. Alright, we got some studs. Okay, that looks a little bit better now. I forgot to do my Duolingo today. So I'm just doing a quick chess one because those require very little effort. Oh, wait, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that one. Let's go back to the college real quick, and let's see if we can pick up the, what's it called? The, explosive guy. Explosivo. Let's call him Explosivo. Where should I move my attack tonight? Probably there. Alright, so we're back to the college. Let's go check out the character room real quick. Lol, LMAO. That's odd. You remember I'm wearing a turban. Depending on how good your PC is, you can also upscale the resolution. Okay, that's good to know then. But I'm not playing on a PC. I'm playing on a laptop. So, I'm not sure that really qualifies for that. Alright, so we've got them. Bazooka Trooper, let's go. Bazooka Trooper is one of the best ones in the game, of course. Because now we can actually blow shit up. We don't really need the other characters yet, so... something else besides the backlog is going slow and getting a little bit boring, gotcha. Alright, so now that we got that, let's head over to the 4th level here. The Well of Souls, let's go. Same though it doesn't make your profile look better. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think you'll need a character with a sword. That's probably true, but I mean, we're not on free play yet, so it doesn't really matter, but getting ones that I can while I can. Alright, got through that lesson very quickly. Obviously be either the Cairo Swordsman or the Thuggy Guard. Widescreen in the options now. Okay, we'll check that here in a second. As soon as we get out of the cutscene. No, my friend, we're on day 96 of our friend streak. You must play. You must practice in the next couple of hours. Indiana Jones is a ninja now. Random friend suggestion. I have no idea who this person is, and I have no idea why you're suggesting them to me. It does that a lot. Okay, the Well of Souls. Honestly, I really don't think that looks any better. I honestly don't really think that looks any better. I have to break it anyway since you have to go through multiplayer for the PS3 version of Need for Speed Rivals. Oh, gotcha. Are there any achievements for getting through the boulder section successfully? Surprisingly, no. There are no, like, real miscellaneous achievements in this game. Like, it's literally just... every achievement is tied to 100%ing the game. Which is very surprising they would make it that simple, but... yeah, every achievement is just simply tied to 100%ing the game, so... you don't have to worry about that kind of missable stuff or miscellaneous type of stuff. Ooh, is that a book? I think that might be a book. I haven't seen that yet. Is that a book, or is that something else? Z made an upgrade too with the 4 Anubis statues. Oh, nice. Okay, so he won't back down from them, but it's not safe to go in there, so... Oh, that's a torch. That is going to be helpful here in a second. And that gives us pieces for something. Ah, nice fire that we can build. Let's go. So now the snacks must go away. And we can collect our thing. Snacks. Many snacks. So many snack. I think Indy just got killed by one. Or twice. And there's nothing else around here. Alright, hit the switches. It's supposed to look that way, and you have an advantage in widescreen mode because you got a wider range. I don't know, I just don't really like the way it looks as much. Now we just break these. Cool if you had to get through the... Yeah, there's definitely a lot more they could have done with the achievements in this game. At least in this version of it. And it's the same with the original... Well, the original LEGO Star Wars did have some interesting miscellaneous trophies, achievements, but this one... not really so much. I think LEGO Batman has some pretty interesting ones. I know that LEGO Star Wars 2 has some interesting ones. Get to Temple of Doom? Probably. It's only been a little bit under 2 hours, so probably, as long as the game doesn't crash at a weird time again. Okay, we don't have a small character, so we can't do anything with that. And that looks... Yeah, that's where we need the small character for, so there's nothing we can do for that right now. And I guess we don't weigh enough for this right now. We do not. It's going to pop up another thing of traps. Very useless trap, though, if you can just break it. Oh, it's in the book. Okay. Alright, so our first time solving an actual puzzle here. It's a memory puzzle. Easy enough. Aren't these achievements made by fans? They are. They are made by fans. But you also have to be able to, like, program and stuff and code. And I have no knowledge of any of that. Otherwise, I would have done an achievement list by now for a couple of games. If I was capable of actually programming it myself. Love to have one for Freedom Fighters going. Rock Power Beach Bandits, a few other games. So that's going to slide the key down. And now we have bugs. 100% this game on PS or PC in 5 days. Yeah, I mean, it's not a super long game, but it's a fun one. It's a classic one that I grew up with, so it's fun to come back to it. What's going on in here? What can we build? Part of an Anubis statue, presumably. Indy, can you just beat up the bugs for me, please? Or do I have to do it myself? I have to do it myself, apparently. Indy, how are you having so much trouble with bugs? I thought you were only scared of snakes. About a month ago, nice. See, I haven't played this since I was a kid. Studs, and a mini-kit, let's go. Every mini-kit that we get is helpful, so... Okay, so he'll be able to move this, I think. Yep. Now the code, what would you add to Freedom Fighters? I wouldn't make it something, anything, like, unreasonable. Obviously, because in order for it to be approved, you have to beat it yourself. What is he doing? Indy. What are you doing? This would be things like, you know... oh, what's that? There we go. Oh, wait, I have to be Indy, don't I? Yeah, I do. Well, that's unfortunate. I would do things like achievements for beating each world of the game. Beat the game on each difficulty. They would stack, though. Get a certain amount of kills with each weapon. Max out your charisma level. Stuff like that. And since I'm not a sadistic asshole, I wouldn't put multiplayer in it by any means, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. Kind of considering making a mock of the final scene, gonna need a lot of German soldiers for that. Very close to Vanguard Plat, just need your operative from 14 to 20 and do a replay of Stalingrad. Okay, so you're getting close. Can you not move the thing while I'm trying to jump to it, please? Okay, we got that built now. This was more problematic than I expected it to be, if we're being honest. And... okay, that ledge is already there, so... got it. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but something important, I'm sure. Tachibi Easy outfit is literally just the Shanghai Gangster, except you swap the head for Harry Potter's head. Okay, well, at least you know what to do for it. And we do not have a bazooka character, so we can't get rid of that right now. And now we have to slowly walk this up the staircase. Yeah, it would basically be a medium difficulty game, like... I wouldn't make anything unreasonable, most likely. Unless it was something that I thought I could do. I mean, the game's not... I don't know if there's enough complexity to it for, like, being able to make a bunch of insane achievements for it. Just getting the Molotov on the truck and going through the 5 walls. Oh, okay, so you're actually pretty close to being done then. Those are not particularly hard at all. Just make Indy wear a German soldier outfit. Belloc thankfully exists. Yeah, it would most likely be a medium difficulty game. Same with something like Rocket Power. I do have some interesting ideas, like, for that one that could be done, like... use a special puck to destroy one of the trash can bots in Ocean Shores, because that would mean you'd have to get through a good portion of, like, one of the worlds without dying, and then bring the puck back and use it against an enemy back in the original area, stuff like that. Ooh, there's a book we can dig up. Club Obi-Wan first. Gotta make Club Obi-Wan first. Top, bottom, top left, middle right. Okay, easy enough. And what did that do? Oh, duh. Should probably have to use Indy for that. Alright, so now that we got the golden ball down, gotta further upgrade the rope bridge. Oh, gotcha. We just gotta get into there, so figure out where the wooden plank is for this. That seems like kind of suspicious looking. Not this wall, but that thing I was just going up against. It looks like a gear. Okay, drop this little guy in. Grab the ball. And in. Easy enough. And that's going to open up something. That is the arc. Wait, is that the end of the level? If so, that was a short level. I don't think it's that short, though. This is definitely your least favorite COD. Your favorites were World at War, Black Ops, and MW2. All very solid choices. I also love Black Ops 2, and Modern Warfare 3 for that matter. But I will agree with all of those. And Modern Warfare Remastered was pretty fun. Like, 2016 Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered was pretty fun. It was the first time I ever got through, what was it called? Through Mile High Club, which was definitely an accomplishment. What's the upgrade bridge on Reddit? People loved it on there. A few recommendations. Got to make it higher, 8 inches taller. Okay. Well, that's good that they're liking it. Because I've liked what I've seen of it. Alright, Indy's the only one scared of snakes here. Which normally I'm not, you know, having any issues with snakes, aside from the fact that these are potentially very dangerous type of snack that we don't really want to be around. Oh, wait, I see what to do. That'll lift Indy up. You can whip across. And that'll do something. Okay. That'll work. Seems like there should be a secret or two in here. He gave us another book, so let's just take it, just in case we need it. I don't particularly like the way that sounds. And I love how she just jumps out in front of us like that. I need more alligators. Did order 2 more temple guards. Would have been fine with 5, but made it larger. Need a few more. Again, I have no creativity when it comes to Lego stuff outside of, like, instruction manuals, so... Ooh, there's minikit. Let's swing for it. I just actually realized, though, I think this level goes all the way through the boss fight at the plane, now that I think about it. And then there's the level on the ship, and then there's the final battle of the area, so I think that's what the rest of this level looks like. Oh, I didn't want to go in there yet. Or did I? I actually think I did. That looks like a bonus area. Okay, so that's going to require a bit of platforming skill that I sometimes lack. Alright. Gotta figure out how you're gonna make Club Obi-Wan. Main concern is how you'll make the dragon. I don't even remember that well what it looks like, honestly. It's been so long. Okay, this is actually not gonna be particularly easy, apparently. Ooh, okay, I don't think that's what we're supposed to do then. Yeah, that doesn't seem like what we're supposed to do. No! I wonder, am I feel like I'm missing something here. Can Indy do something that I can't? Do I have to whip swing across or something? A little bit confused on this one. Okay, I have no idea what we're supposed to do in here, so... I'm going to come back for that later. I don't want to lose all my studs right now. It's probably something fairly simple that I'm just not smart enough to see, or maybe I do need another character. I don't know. There's no hover character or anything like that, but maybe it is something else like that. Figure out somehow with final odds that before the fight with Belloc, there's no transition to nighttime. Let me take the book with me. Indy, in what world would that be what I was supposed to do? Alright, grab that. And more bugs. Well, thankfully Indy's not scared of them. Nor is Marion. And now we build a box. Okay, we're almost up to that. Almost up to that true Jedi mode, or true adventurer mode. I'm sure I'm going to get that mixed up many times throughout this playthrough. Got it. Okay, so we got a gear there. We also got this. Okay, so I guess the book is going to be kind of useless at this point, so won't bother with it. Put the key in, and I bet we need a gear before we can actually use it. Yeah, it looks like we're going to need to put in a gear. But that's not the only gear. We're definitely going to need another one. Snecky! So that should close that off from Snex at least, so... That is not the only one in here that's going to spawn Snex, and it looks like we might need to go back and get that shovel after all, unless... Well, let's see what this does, actually. Let's see what this does first. What's that going to do for me? Did that do anything? Yeah, I don't know what that did. Was it just... Okay, well that's weird. I think it was just a jump up to there so we could close that off. Okay, then, let's go grab a shovel. Oh, yep, that's what we needed. Let's grab the shovel. Okay, so once we dig this up... Okay, yep, that's the other gear we need. Come on, it's not that heavy. It's only like half the size of your body and made out of metal. Actually, yeah, that probably is pretty heavy, but never mind. Aha! So that's going to give us this little ledge here. Okay, so make that jump. Another snack pit. Indy's not happy with that. How are you supposed to get to that purple stud? You just have to... I guess you just have to jump to it, like, immediately or something. Purple studs are not supposed to be easy to get, so it's totally fine. Just unfortunate when you miss one. And there's a third one we can close off here. Mini kit? Yes, let's go grab the mini kit. I will take it. Always love a mini kit. Only goes to where they escape the cave. Oh, okay. So it doesn't do the plane fight. Well, how am I supposed to get to that? Game? How am I supposed to get to that? Can I push this out now? Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty. So you can only get that if you don't push this block. Oh, that's dirty. Okay, game. So that's how we're going to be in this. I do the task you ask of me, but it's not going to be enough because I already pushed a block too far. Interesting. Okay, well, lesson learned. You know that's going to be a thing now, so that's really unfortunate. Really kind of obnoxious, but it is what it is. Old LEGO games were not as hand-holdy as some of them are in the modern day, so that's fine. I'll just remember that for when we come back here in free play. Hello, Skellington. Oh, it's a dead Skellington. And it's a trap. And it's nothing. And it's nothing. And it's a trap. And it's a Skellington. And it's nothing. And it's a wall. Ooh, what's in here? Looks like lots of studs for us. And it looks like a puzzle that we don't have a smart character for, so... probably not a point of coming in here. Yeah, even if we could get that, there's no point of going for that because we don't have a smart character in the group, so... Or whatever you want to call him, a book character. I mean, Indy's obviously smart, but we don't have a book character, so nothing to do with that. Dang, this is a big-ass cave. about be out by now. Ooh, hang on. How did he get... How did he get... Okay, now I'm confused. How did he make that? Okay, let's take the key. And that's only going to raise one side, isn't it? Yep. That's not going to work. Okay, then. That's fine. Now, how the heck did he make that jump? Then why does it give you the female symbol if they can both make it? That doesn't make any sense. If they can both make it, then you don't need the female symbol to be there. Okay, then. That's kind of dumb, but alright. Fine. It is what it is. And we got a bridge going. And our second key, there's a item up there. I'm not really sure how to... Oh, wait, I see sort of where we'd have to go for it. Just not sure exactly how to get to it. Alright, well, go ahead and get this built up. Whatever this is going to do. Ah, okay, so it built up a whole little ledge here. Ooh, wait, we might be able... Oh, hello! It's a snake! It's a giant snake! I'm beating it up and it's not taking damage. I think I jumped it a little bit there. So we just have to throw torches at it for some reason. Okay, then. And they respawn, so easy enough. Probably should be playing as Marion so that Indy doesn't try to do his whip animation every time, but it's okay. Okay, that's a giant dead snake. Not a hard boss fight in the slightest. And that's our way out before we go out of here. See what we can do over here. Looks like there's another path over there, but I'd rather just grab our mini kit here. We got 4 mini kits, not too bad. Swing right back across, grab this. Okay, Marion, I guess you're doing this instead. Till Indy gets up here at least. And we're out. Excellent. And we got our hat back. And an achievement. Let's go. 4 out of 18 levels done. 2 more in the first movie. Got a character unlock. 2 unlocks. True Adventurer, plus the 50,000 studs for, or 25,000 studs for it, which is awesome. Alright, let's keep on. Let's keep on keeping on. Because again, we don't have all the characters yet that we need for everything, so might as well just keep moving. This will be a while until we get a Thuggy character. That's not until the next movie. We'll have everything else, though, after the end of the next movie. Oh, now we get the famous German mechanic fighting Indy. Yes, that's an interesting fight. The Boxer is his name, I believe. Yeah, stupid Austrian painters. Alright, so this level I think just goes up to the actual boss fight, so I don't think this is a particularly long one. So I'm assuming it's not. That's several long levels here in a row, so I would think that we'd get a shorter one by now. And we're also going to need a wrench, which it looks like we're going to get right here. Come on, beat him up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and repair this thingy. You didn't get your adventurer? Yeah, I did on the last one. Raiders and Temple of Doom should suffice everything. Yep. Yeah, I got it on the last one. I skipped through the cutscene there, but I did have it, so... Oh, it goes up to when they get on the ship? Oh, okay. It actually goes a little bit further. Okay, Indy's got the wrench. She can take the shovel. And where's this going? Actually, where is this going? Okay, I don't know where that goes right now, so... Possibly right here? No, I thought it would be right there, but apparently not. We can go up that way. Lily's the only character that can scream. She might be, unless... Actually, I think the one from the third movie might be able to as well. Elsa, whatever her name is, she might be able to. Because I know that Marion can't. Oh, so yeah, Elsa can too. Yeah, I think she can, but... That's the only ones that I can remember in this, unless... Yeah, I think that is the only ones, unless, like... I don't know if the Thuggy chant also somehow breaks it. Sometimes games will do that. You never know with these. They're Lego games. They're silly. You never know what might happen with them. Ah, this is where we need the rail line at. Let's pick the blondes. Yep, they gotta fit them stereotypes. I mean, Marion's the only one that actually appears in multiple movies. She's been in 3 of them. It's kind of crazy to think. Did that not finish getting fixed? Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the characters from the 4th film was able to break glass from the singing. I thought it was like the mermaids that could break the glass or something. I honestly don't remember. Ooh, we got guns. Let's go. Got a couple of guns. Willie's the literal damsel. Yeah, and, I mean, still to me, she's really annoying, but some people can stand her. I really don't like her. She's kind of annoying. She whines about things more than I do in real life, so... So is that all it does? Is just, it works a couple of times and then breaks? That's kind of stupid. Alright, there are some guns around here, which is good. Should we wish to use them. That is like... Why does that sound explosive? He's just punching it. Or hitting it with a wrench. That shouldn't sound like it's exploding. Lots of guns around here, though, which is good. Ooh, I wonder if that means we're going to be able to get a parcel for the first time. That'd be pretty cool. Because we haven't been able to get any of them so far. The mermaids can do it, too. Oh, okay. Man who falls in love with one of the mermaids. Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess, then. In her perspective, she ends up in a third world country, a place she's not used to. Yeah, but she still screams and cries about literally everything. To a degree where it feels unnecessary. Alright, we got that going. It just feels unnecessary. Well, there's the parcel box, but there's nothing we can do about it here, because we don't have the abilities yet. And like I said, pretty much got to replay every level at least once to get everything. Oh, she's got a shovel. Hang on. Let's grab this. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll take it. I will take it. Mini kit. Always like a mini kit being knocked out that we don't need to get later. Can't do anything about that. We can do something about this. So there's a lot of shiny silver in this area that we can't break yet. Right up here, or are these just for studs? Seem to just be for studs. That's okay. Oh, wait. Can I get to that from... Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on just a second. Why does she phase through that? That might actually be something that you can reach. Oh, no, but she phases through that, so... Can I get to it from here? She'd stop sliding everywhere? Maybe there's a way... There's probably a way to get up there if you really tried it, but... And I'm not going to put too much effort into that right now because we're going to have to replay all the levels anyway. It's probably not actually what you're supposed to do, so... Alright, Indy, go ahead and start pushing. Wish Short Round appeared in the final film. I don't know, I didn't... He was kind of annoying at times to me. He wasn't, like, necessarily a bad character, but could be kind of annoying at times. Ow. Ooh, we can get up here. Alright, we're getting a good amount of studs, and is there something over here? There is. And it's just more studs, so nothing super useful. Yeah, once we get Short Round, we'll have a short character. And then just need the sword character, which I can purchase those at any point now. Thought he was funny. He had some funny lines, but I wasn't the biggest fan of him. Be cool if they remastered this in the second one for PS5. It would be awesome, but I don't see that being super likely. And something exploded, which makes me think there's probably a bazooka trooper here somewhere. There's just a random motorcycle sitting here as well that we can take here. Just a moment. Or it could just be an officer with grenades. That's also a possibility. Oh, now we're an officer. Well, you know what? Before things get out of hand, signal it. That allows us to move into there as soon as we're ready. Awesome. That'll save some time later. Then up here, we should be able to close this out, right? No, apparently not. Okay, so... That's a shiny silver object. We need either a grenade or a bazooka. Which this guy, we might be able to get a grenade from at some point. Because they just blow up, but I think if we kill him, he might drop a grenade, so... Sometimes I think he does, but not always. Obviously, it'll just be easier to get later on free play. We're getting close to True Jedi, at least, or True Adventurer. All they're giving out is pistols, though, which isn't super helpful. Okay, break those, break all of those. How much can we get? Okay, we ended up behind the gate, so I'm not actually sure that's what was supposed to happen here. Okay, that's definitely not what's supposed to happen, but alright. True Adventurer, let's go. So now we're going to have access to a vehicle here. And that's how we're going to get out. That's right. And dead. And go through there. There are some studs up here, so let's go grab those. Alright, got those. So definitely more things we could have gotten here, but unfortunately we don't have the grenades, because for some reason he didn't drop them when we killed him, the main officer there. Oh, wait, you probably could actually trick him into throwing... Hold on, let's see if I can just trick him into throwing one. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes! Favorite is when they're in the plane while he's just complaining his usual nicknames are dull, when she tries to wake him up by calling him Mr. Short Round, wakes up and says, "You call him Dr. Jones, doll." Got Lego Star Wars on the mind. Okay, so yeah, you probably actually could trick him into blowing that up, but honestly, there's no point. We're gonna have to come back here later anyway, so it's really not an important thing. If only you could shoot while you're in it, that'd be pretty cool. Some of the other games would let you do that, but this one certainly doesn't. Okay, so we're actually near the end of this level. We just have the big boss fight at the end. Destroy all the grills. It's going to get us some ladders. We're going to actually have to pick up and use here, which is kind of wondering how that's going to work. Over here, maybe? Potentially? Probably. That seems like the thing it would want me to do. Yes, that is exactly what it needs me to do. Okay, that's one of them. After like 3 minutes after hearing that. Quit throwing grenades and be a real man and just fight fist to fist. Let's just replay Far Cry 4 for its secret ending. And now we can finally start shooting some guns. Oh yeah, the secret ending. It's funny though, you actually can't earn any trophies if you get the secret ending. Like, it doesn't earn anything for beating the game or anything like that. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised, it's just kind of funny that it actually... they thought of that. Ooh, okay, hang on. It was just kind of funny they actually thought of that. So that's supposed to go there, but... I think Indy's supposed to move this. Oh. Okay, well, that's what I was supposed to do. The Temple of Doom has all the needed characters. Short character for Short Round. Last Screamer Willie in person with a sword. And the Thuggy Guard and Mola Ram both count for that, for the Thuggy statues. Ooh, how is this gonna work? How actually is that gonna work? Hold on. So she's gotta do that, but... hold on a minute. How is this supposed to work? Unless she can jump up to that on her own without... okay, I think I know what to do here. Let's move Indy over to here. He jumps down. Okay. Now I'm slightly confused as to exactly what it wants me to do. Buggy's the Indian Guard. Oh, okay. So that gives us one of the motors that we need here, but the other one's up there. I feel like I got stuck on this as a kid as well. Let's take the weird car-looking thing over to here and see if that does anything, because it's a pressure plate. But I feel like that's missing something. Like, there needs to be a ledge or something. Come on, Indy. It's not that... okay, you know what? Let's just... do that, and do that. There we go. Okay, that was more difficult than it should have been. Mola Ram has the Thuggy Chant ability. I thought he was the only one that could do it. Maybe there is another character that can. There is a possibility, but I could have sworn he was the only one that could actually do it. Yeah, I could be wrong on that. Maharaja can mind control people? I don't remember that at all. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, I thought he was the only one that could do the actual chant at the statues, but I could be wrong on that. Okay, well, let's see what's up here. See if that's actually anything I can get to. Probably locked behind something that I can't enter. Yeah, it's shiny silver. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, then. So we still need that engine, but we might be able to go through this gate up here and see what's up here. I don't think that's the way forward, but we can see what's in here at least. Oh, now this is neat. It's a little oasis area. There's a version of Mola Ram without the headdress. He doesn't even wear it for much of the film. True. But this was also back in the early days of LEGO, so they weren't as focused on all the different millions of characters. Oh, we're making a raft. Oh, okay, so it's going to have a mini kit to it. I was about to say that seemed a little bit pointless. Alright, so now we gotta row the raft. Probably within a set amount of time, but hopefully that's not gonna be anything too hard here. Yep, easy enough. Okay, so we got another mini kit, so we'll take that. I don't know how they didn't give him the tattoo on his head while his Lego minifigure does. Okay, so I gotta think about this, so... Indy doesn't do what he's supposed to, so it's like we gotta get both of them... to here. Oh, they can both get on. Oh. Oh, I wonder, is it... We get Indy across. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I think I see what... Okay, so you're just... Ah, okay, so you're just not even supposed to do it the way I thought you were. That is a really, like, inconvenient way to do this puzzle, but okay. That seems, like, really dumb, but alright. Sure. And it works. Figured it out. Took longer than it probably should have. That's kind of a strangely designed puzzle, if you ask me, but it's all good. Alright, we're off to the final part of this level, which should be the boss fight. Got the true adventurer mode done. And it's the boxer. Boss fight time. Lots of shiny silver here, lots of studs to collect. And there's something to dig up over here, and a giant anvil that we can pick up. But what's to be dug up here? What is this? It's a box. Oh, it goes up here. Okay, so it's probably for one of the mini kits, actually. That's definitely a side objective type of thing. Alright, Indy. Carry the anvil into the fight. That actually hurts him. Because otherwise you can't hurt him. At least not in these first couple of phases. And now we got a whole truck coming in. That barely knows how to drive. Oh no, half a dozen enemies to deal with. I'm so scared. Okay, yeah, they actually killed me, but whatever. Alright, so we're gonna need a wrench for our objective over here. I just love beating him over there with a shovel. It does plenty of damage. Honestly, it's almost better than normal punches. I mean, it really should be, but... Okay, so nothing we can do about the boxer until... There's this. It looks like a shooting gallery. looks like it's turned around into a shooting gallery or something. Played the box in this film, played as the thuggy chief that he fights in the conveyor belts. Oh, that'd actually be kind of cool. Get to come back for another film just as a completely different character. And swing his head dressed in an attack, and the red tattoo is visible. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't really know anything with a lot of that, but that's cool. Guess just an extra little touch for the game. Alright, so what have we got going on inside of our little juice bar here? What can I break in here? Presumably everything. Aha! Yep, that's what we need. Okay, so this isn't a mini-kit. This is actually part of the story. And is this... nope, not that. So what is that going to build for me? A record player. Okay. So it was just a mini-kit. Well, dang, okay, so that was actually useless. I mean, it wasn't useless because we'd have to get them all anyway, but dang, I thought it was going to be something helpful. Just a random mini-kit. Not even just the played a character of a different race. He was also in Last Crusade. I can't remember who he played as. I don't know. I don't think there was anyone that looked like that in the Last Crusade. Maybe there was. Okay, so that's shiny silver. Can't do anything about that. And then... Can I run him over with the truck? Apparently not. Oh, I have a wrench. I thought I had a shovel. Okay, that didn't actually do anything important. Just got us some studs. What else I wanted to do then for this? I'm sure it's something obvious that I'm just, like, not, like, seeing for some reason, but... don't know what it's gonna end up being. Do I have to trick him into just punching the plane or something? Oh, okay. Alright then, well that seems a bit overpowered. I love how the gunshots do nothing to him, but apparently whatever this is going to. Oh, it's another anvil. Okay, that's actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. Okay, so that's 2 hits, so... Yeah, I love how... Oh, hang on a minute. There's a purple stud over there. We gotta go grab that. Yeah, I love how the gun turret does nothing to him, but him punching an anvil actually does serious damage. That's kind of hilarious. And typical LEGO logic, I guess. Yeah, the gun does nothing, but punching an anvil is instant death. Or, not instant death, but at least some HP loss. That's kind of funny. And he only stays inside of the ring. And now he gets chopped up. Some chop suey. Pop-up ads stop been getting them on everyone's streams. Using pretty much every grail when you were younger. Didn't even see the film back then. You played as some Gestapo. Oh, okay. Alright. That's that level done. No, it's not. Okay, there's actually more to this level. Dang, this is a long-ass level. Okay, so I think we have to just constantly jump from truck to truck. And now we can drive it. Alright, get up in between all these, and we get back out. And don't fall off, Indy. Yeah, this is another thing they could have had achievements for, like get through this without falling off of the truck or something. Which would have been rather annoying, don't get me wrong, but something they could have done. Alright, second wave down. Oh, they pop over chat, gotcha. I don't feel like I see that happen much, but I don't usually get to catch a lot of live streams while they're currently live. A lot of the time I end up watching them on VOD. Ah, get the mini-kit. Mini-kit is more important. Ow. Well, there goes some studs, but that's okay. Is he gonna drive the truck? Okay. This seems weird. No, there's still people driving the other two, so... What the heck, game? Next one has the submarine base, the camp in the desert, and the Ark. Okay. That makes sense. Game? Did I break the game again? Did I seriously break the game again? Yeah, I think the game's broken. Again. If anyone has any suggestions here... This seems a little bit glitchy. Because I don't think this... We should have been able to get in the truck, but it's not letting us, so... I don't remember this game being this buggy on the Wii version. I really don't remember it being this buggy on the Wii version. Do I have to sneak up and... No, that's not it. Okay, I am very confused. You can sort of climb around to the side like this, but... I think the game's broken. Again. On another long-ass level that takes like half an hour. Like, really? Can you just break on a short level for once instead of one of the long levels? Like, really? I can't stand when games decide to break. That is the one thing I really cannot stand. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we can just... Some are still in the back. I can't get anything. Nothing else is spawning, though. Is the problem. I've never seen this happen before. Maybe I can force my way up to the next thing? I know I'm going to lose all my studs in the process, but, like... It's not going to matter if I have to redo the fucking level because the game decided, like, oh, no, nothing's going to... This is ridiculous, like... Anything I can do with the whip? Is there anything behind us? Nothing behind us. I do not remember the OG being this broken at all. At least on the Wii it wasn't. Yeah, the OG was not this broken on the Wii. Great. You have to restart the whole freaking level. Great job, developers. Just great job. Absolutely great job there. Get to redo the entire, like, 30-minute long level. I'm going to go use the bathroom before we go back into this, but that's absolutely ridiculous. That's really screwed up. I really hope the game gets its shit together before the next stream, because that's really, really annoying. But I'll be right back. Alright. Gotta thank Traveler's Tales when they added checkpoints starting with LEGO Batman 2. I remember that. It was really good when I played through that game on the streaming catalog. It was very helpful. Really like this Noodles PS2, but going through the game list is so slow. Checkpoints never really did anything when you played the LEGO games. Always started back from the beginning. Because I remember it in LEGO Batman 2, because it was like... You would go up to like little save points almost, like little computers or something. And it would basically act as a checkpoint. I was reading something on my phone. If you used them, you could travel back to the level to start at the checkpoint. I think the newer ones took you back to them. I don't feel like a lot of the newer games have those, but like some of the games have such short levels. Like Skywalker Saga, the levels are all like... Most of them are sub 10 minutes. There's a handful that are longer, but most of them are sub 10 minutes. Well, hopefully we can get through the rest of the first movie tonight. We're definitely not going to get through any of Temple of Doom tonight because of that. That's not the second time it's happened at the very end of a level. So I do not remember that ever being an issue on the Wii version. Maybe it was, and I just blocked it out or forgot about it, but I really don't remember it being a thing on that version. I mean, the Wii version probably did come out later, though, so maybe the Wii version... Maybe the Wii version came out later, and therefore didn't have the issues? That's entirely a possibility. It could have been patched and working correctly. Same with, like, the way Barnyard was different compared to the PS2 version. Compared to how I grew up with playing the Wii version. That is entirely a possibility. Oh, you meant modded. Okay, yeah. Noodles doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of playing this video game, but you never know. Maybe it could have something to do with it. I'm gonna be eating some real noodles here in a couple of weeks. I'm sure I'll try that somewhere in Japan. Some real ramen noodles, not good old Top Ramen or whatever the hell it's called. I haven't had it in a while. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Which, don't get me wrong, I actually don't mind ramen sometimes. Like, yeah, it's mostly just salt, but it's a nice little comfort food. It's super cheap. It's relatively filling. And when I feel like saving money, it's a good choice when I feel like saving some money. Especially if you add, like, some spicy Doritos or something to it. Actually makes it pretty good. I know that probably sounds, like, revolting to most normal people, but it's actually not that bad. That actually reminds me of something from when I was in Cincinnati. Back when I lived up there. I specifically remember there was a type of ramen that the Kroger would sell. And it was like... It was basically like a normal pack of ramen, but it literally had like 4 different seasoning type packs in it. Like per single serving of ramen. So it had like 2 different sauces and like 2 different like sesame seed type of things in it. All for, you know, your 50-cent pack of ramen. That shit was good back in the day. I used to eat that quite a bit because it actually honestly tasted pretty good. Yeah, I remember that back when I was up there. At least now we know how to do that other puzzle, thank God, so it shouldn't take as long. But yeah, it was literally like a pack of, like, Top Ramen or something, but it had, like, it was a different brand and had, like, 4 different seasoning packs with it, which was super weird. Because that is not what I ate in college, I'll tell you that. That is not what I would eat in college, though. In all honesty, in college, I would usually just make spaghetti instead of ramen. Or Easy Mac, or just mac and cheese in general. I would usually make those over ramen, in all honesty. And, like, spaghetti, just, like, straight-up spaghetti is not exactly that much more expensive. It's probably cheaper by serving if you get it on discount and such. You get, like, three different drunk servings of pasta. Ooh, well, now we can't get that, so... Because she doesn't have a shovel, but you know what, that's fine. I just kind of want to get through this level. Yeah, that was oftentimes my, Oh, wait, yes we can. Hang on. Well, let's not do that, Indy. Wrong jump. You do that. Yeah, a lot of the time in college I would just make, spaghetti noodles, because you could get them for pretty cheap per box, obviously, because it's spaghetti. You can get like 3 meals out of a $1 box. Similar cost per ounce to ramen, so... But a bit of a different taste and texture, because I grew up loving pasta. I ate so much spaghetti as a kid, and just pasta in general. Because I was a super, super picky eater as a kid. I think I've talked about that before, but like, I was an insanely picky eater as a kid. Like, I was bad as a kid. There were so many things I would not even consider trying. Like, until I was probably, like, 12 or 13 years old, the only things I ate, really, were all different types of pasta, but with no sauce, because I found sauce gross. Cheese was good. Needed cheese with it, but not sauce. Thought sauce was disgusting. So it's literally like plain-ass spaghetti with Parmesan cheese. Or just various other pasta noodles. Macaroni and cheese. Obviously, always kid classic. Chicken nuggets, or chicken tenders, or similar forms of chicken from like Wendy's or McDonald's or wherever. Wendy's I always thought had really good chicken nuggets, honestly. I think they have some of the better ones. White rice. Cheese or pepperoni pizza. I would eat both of those. And, like, dry cereal without milk in it. And, like, maybe the occasional hamburger. And that was pretty much my entire diet. And, like, french fries and... yeah, french fries, specifically. That was, like, my entire diet for most of my childhood. Which probably explains a lot about my health. Yeah, I was a super, super picky eater. This dude needs to stop throwing grenades at me. Yeah, very picky eater back in the day, so... that's a fun bit of my history. Whereas nowadays, for the most part, I'll try most anything at this point. There's not a lot of things I won't at least try. Like, there's a few things that you won't see me eating. But most things I'm at least willing to try at this point. Like, back then, I didn't eat eggs. I didn't eat steak. Oh, bacon. I forgot about bacon. Yeah, I ate bacon as a kid, so at least ate that. Yeah, I didn't eat eggs as a kid. Didn't eat steak as a kid. Didn't eat sauce on pasta as a kid. What else? Like, sure as hell didn't eat any vegetables for the most part. Like, actual vegetables, of course. Did not really eat fruit either. I ate some turkey. Turkey was fine. Did not really eat ham at all. I still don't even really like ham, honestly, so... that's not one of my preferred meat types. Didn't eat any seafood at all. You could not get me within 10 feet of seafood. And I mean, still to this day, seafood is like the one thing that I don't particularly enjoy. Even though I'm willing to try certain seafood items nowadays compared to back then. There's nothing we can do about that, so there's no point of doing the whole ladder thing this time, so... getting Wendy's tomorrow, craving a Frosty. I got it on Friday, actually, because I wanted to go to my favorite barbecue place, because I usually do that as, like, a tradition on Fridays, but... they were doing something downtown here, where the barbecue place is, and it was going to be a giant mess to try to get in there and park and order and stuff, so I just went through the drive-thru at that point. It was going to be a little too much effort. Even if the barbecue's great, it was going to be a little too much effort. And then I went to Bojangles for breakfast the last couple of days because I got up at a weird time to go to the concert yesterday and to leave for that because it was in another city up in Charlotte. And then after that, I went to one today for breakfast. And that Bojangles was... that was something, I'm going to say. That was a little something, not in a good way. Okay, at least it popped into place. Like, for one, it had AI doing the ordering. Like, when you go in the drive-thru, it had AI doing the ordering. Which was really weird. I've never seen that before. So you used to grenades by now, except that several spawn, from what you think. Okay, so we can go through there, but we're not going to go through there just yet. Yeah, it was like they used an AI system to order the food in the drive-thru. And it's like, we're sorry, but we're out of large cups. How the hell do you run out of large cups? I gotta ask, how the hell do you run out of large cups? So I wanted a large Diet Pepsi. Because I don't drink sugar stuff anymore. I've decided to cut that out entirely. Not that I was consuming a ton of it, but I definitely was consuming it, and definitely was not helping me, so... I only drink diet drinks now. And water, of course. I love water. I drink more water than most people. Indy. Indy. Get on the raft. Why are you not getting on the raft? He won't get on it. Oh, it's because they don't have a shovel, isn't it? I actually forgot about that. Yeah, they need to have a shovel. I completely forgot about that. Okay, that's actually not a glitch. That's actually because I don't have a shovel. Because that's actually a concept to this. We need to have a shovel to be able to paddle a boat. Okay, that's actually my fault entirely. And if there's no shovel... Okay, there is a shovel, thankfully. Okay, yeah, that's my fault, actually. I forgot about that. You need to have a shovel to be able to paddle. Yep, that's it. Didn't have a shovel, because I completely forgot that's actually a thing, which is... I guess it actually makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. I have no problem with that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Don't know if that's true. It certainly feels like it in World at War. Oh yeah, World at War is awful with it. Easily the worst when it comes to that. Getting the bacon cheese fries. I've never had their bacon cheese fries. Actually. When it comes to fries, like, McDonald's still reigns supreme when it comes to French fries. Wendy's are fine, but definitely not to the same level. And, like, the Baconator is still solid. I just remember when I was younger, and it was like... When I was in, like, 5th grade or so, and we all went on a field trip, and we stopped at, like, a Wendy's or something. And we were all enamored because one of the people was going to get a Baconator and try to eat the whole thing. This is in, like, 5th grade, like I said. It was like... Obviously, that's, like, nothing in the modern day when you're an adult. Like, eating a full Baconator is, like, nothing. Especially because they've shrunken due to all the shrinkflation stuff. But, like... At the time, it was hilarious because that was, like, the big thing. Like, can they actually eat the whole thing? And cheese fries at McDonald's, but they're nasty. Really? I mean, how could anything with McDonald's fries be bad, is my concern with that. Like, McDonald's fries are the absolute best. And that's one of the, like, 2 things that I'm going to get in Japan that are Americanized. I mean, not 2, but, like... Yeah, there's going to be, like, 1 or 2 things that I get in Japan that are just full-blown, like, Americanized. I mostly want to eat stuff that's local to there, but I do really want to try out a Japanese McDonald's and see if their fries are actually better and see if their, like, soda's better. So just, me and my 2 parents will all together split, like, a small order of French fries and a Diet Coke, or whatever they have over there. So we're not really missing out on anything in Japan, just do that as a snack one day. But I do want to legitimately try it and see what it's like. I really do want to see how much better it is, because I'm assuming it's better. So yeah, we'll just split like a small order of fries and a Diet Coke one day. Although I don't think most countries have Diet Coke. I think that's like outlawed in most countries. I think it's Coke Zero in most countries. You know, that's like the one and only like really American thing that I want to eat over there. Is just to try it and see if it's actually how good it is or not. Because it'll be in a video. That's part of the reason is for video purposes, because I'm going to be making vlogs of all the stuff going on over there. And that's going to be one of those vlogs, like trying Japanese McDonald's. French fries, specifically, because I don't care about the other stuff. And I'm not going to waste a meal in Japan on fucking McDonald's. But a snack, small order of fries and a Diet Coke, yeah, I can do that. I can fuck with that, no problem. And we'll probably do that with like a 7-Eleven or something, just because they're like iconic over there. Can't believe it's less than 2 weeks away is insane. Like, we're gonna be on a flight less than 2 weeks from now. Which reminds me, I really need to get some shit edited for that time period. I really need to get some stuff edited to go up during that time period. Like, the clock tower video, like, I would have worked on it more, but obviously I was busy with the concert and stuff. And even tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to work on it tomorrow, because I might be going to a prayer vigil for Charlie Kirk in Greenville, so I might be busy with that tomorrow, depending on what time I get off of work. Yeah, cheese breads McDonald's, but they're nasty. They taste like cheap cheese on the fries. Well, I guess that makes sense, because everything at McDonald's is cheap ingredients. Their 7-Elevens are so much more, like, nicer and modernized, that is for sure. It's gonna be cool to check out all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just crazy, like, we literally are less than 2 weeks away from heading over there. So I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. We found out that we're going to actually get to meet even more of my family than I thought we were, so that's exciting. Some more relatives I didn't know we were going to get to meet, so super excited for that. This will be the first time I've ever met any of them. Same for my dad. My mom's met a lot of them in the past, but otherwise, it's just, she's the only one that has. Yeah, please don't crash this time. I really don't want to do this level a third time tonight. I want to get through this movie tonight. Grab the mini kit. Oops, we died. That's fine. Now, why did that not work the last time? Okay, there's the arc. Don't screw me over. Don't screw me over. Let him just jump over. A lot of them are killing themselves, which is kind of nice for this. Jump on down to the arc is right. Come on down. Come here. Thank God. Well, that was annoying. Of course, the Austrian painter army must investigate. Next one's 20 or 30 minutes. Well, thankfully, it's the last level of the movie. So that's our plan, is to get through this one tonight. Yeah, as long as we get through this one, I'm going to be happy. Complete the mission Pursuing the Ark with no red bricks. So yeah, as long as we get through this one tonight, I'll be happy with that progress. Continue story. Yeah, I'll be happy if we can get through this one tonight. It'll be under 4 hours, so it's not too bad. That's a big if the game doesn't break again. Yeah, next stream will be Temple of Doom. At least next stream of this will be Temple of Doom, which will most likely be this game. Most likely on Wednesday. Yeah, depending on when I get off of work tomorrow, I might be going to prayer vigil. Which I probably would have gone back to church for the first time in a long time this weekend had I not been out of town. So I'll probably do that next weekend. Yeah, next time will be Temple of Doom. The German soldiers are wearing green and some wear beige. I guess it depends on, like, where they are in the world at the time, maybe? Depending, like, armor colors and stuff. Or just camo colors. I don't know why I thought armor, but, like, camo colors and stuff. But there will still be an achievement and trophy update out on Tuesday of this week, so no expected delays on that. Aren't we currently disguised as one? I don't care that he just got shot in front of me. We'll let him through. Soviets wear green. They do in the other game? So I would thought they would wear red, because that was always like the communist thing. It's not. Okay, I don't think that's how you're supposed to get this one, but I'll take it. At least they can swim, unlike some games. I have to buy Russian soldiers instead of German soldiers for the final scene of this film. And they might be cheaper. And I don't really know, because I've never actually bought minifigures specifically. I only ever buy sets, so never specifically bought any minifigures. There's someone spazzing out in the background back there. He's okay now, but he was, Man, that was a good shot. For a stormtrooper. Alright, get all them studs. All them studs, all them studs, get all them studs. But yeah, I don't know what this week's gonna look like, because might be doing that tomorrow, so that's going to obviously take up tomorrow night, which I wouldn't be streaming, but I would be editing and stuff like that. Tuesday will be normal trophy update, achievement update. Wednesday should be a normal stream. Thursday, probably a stream. Friday, I'm probably going to that little mini concert here. And, like, finding some desperate way to plead with the person to hook me up with Megan Maroney. Because at this point, I have, like, no shame. And then Saturday would be a normal stream, because I'm done watching our football team this year. We suck now, so I have literally no reason to watch our ass football team playing anymore. They have not cared about winning in many, many years, so... I mean, it's not really a concert. It's just like a performance, really. It's not really even a concert. Just a performance at, like, a bar, pretty much. With, like, maybe 100 people in attendance total, so I wouldn't really call it a concert. But again, it's the person that opened for Megan Maroney, so it's like... This is a coincidence, and it's in my town. It's literally in, like, 20 minutes from where I live, so... That seems like fate to me. Or just me, like, desperately asking the universe to give me something in life. Okay, Andy, you gotta hold it. He let that go pretty quickly, I'm gonna say. He let that go a little quickly. Well, he's in the water. Would I be surprised if there's anything hidden in the water here? I will not be surprised if there's anything hidden in the water here. Ooh, a turret. This is some Star Wars-y. What is it firing? It looks like it's shooting water. It literally looks like it's shooting water. Alright, up there. Found out that you can get prints for LEGO Insiders program by scanning LEGO instructions. Oh, okay. By select Batman sets. Okay. I've got a fair number of LEGO Insiders points, I think, after my last order. True Adventurer, let's go. We already got it. Let's go. Yeah, this might be a bit of a busy week, so we'll see what happens, but I really definitely need to do some editing. Oh, she lost her machine gun. Wonderful. So we're going to go back to fighting hand-to-hand. It's not a big deal, though, because we already got the thing. Stud meter. I think I just shot Indy like 4 times, because of course I did. I'm gonna save them on some insider points for a larger set. And I only ever use them just for like a small discount on sets for the most part. I never had enough to pay for like an entire... Well, I might have had enough to technically pay for an entire set, but I just use them as discounts. And do I actually have to shoot these? Or no, I don't. They're whip points. Never mind. Alright. Get her up here. Oh, that just lets me jump back. Okay, well that's dumb. And let's grab the wrench. There's a smart puzzle there, which we don't have the answer or anything for. The wrench is honestly kind of a downgrade for melee combat, though. It doesn't work particularly well. Okay, so that's gonna let the donkey things out. Ah, they throw you high into the air. That makes sense. Or why they might be beneficial. Alright, let's fix up the truck. Alright, so we can't get that because we don't have the thing for it, so that's fine. What is that? Okay, that's shiny silver, so we can't do anything about that. Let's knock on the door here. Thinking of doing hardcore mode on Dead Space 2 with the infinite node glitch. Brutal without it. I don't know how difficult it is, but I assume that it's not, like, the hardest thing in the world, because I think you are allowed, like, 3 saves. Which is a lot more reasonable than some games. Not full permadeath. I know a couple of people that have done it. The Tumblr set comes with the Heath Ledger Joker. Oh, okay. Alright, we got some studs. We got our mini kits, so I think we just gotta take the truck and go. Or it goes back this way, never mind. Ah, okay, so there's something to do up there. That is a lot of buttons to press. Oh, I remember this. I remember this puzzle. I actually remember this one. It's actually kind of a creative idea. Actually a pretty creative little idea there. And now it's going to get us some bazookas. So I wonder... Can we set it up to make a 7? We can! So that's actually not the knowledge puzzle. Okay. I was kind of wondering about that one. Alright, let's go grab that quick, easy mini-kit there. There's a knowledge puzzle there, but we'll do that later. Obviously can't do it now. Alright, 3 mini-kits done. Should be able to get at least one more before the level's over. And now we have some bazookas! Let's go! Yep, now we get this cutscene. It's 3 saves with hard mode damage and very hard resource levels. At least you get to save, though, is the big thing, in my opinion. Like, not being a full game permadeath or something does, I feel like, at least make it a little more fair. That's not exactly how the scene goes in the movie, of course, but it's how it's going to go in the game. Because Marion's down there with everyone else. Oh, that's definitely not how this goes in the movie. Like, at all. We end up tied up, and we have to hope that we close our eyes long enough to not see whatever's inside of the thing. Okay, he's got a wrench, so we can't do anything with that. We need a shovel. How does she lift that? Alright, buddy. Take a punch. Ah, pussy ran away after 1 punch. They really do like their grenades, though, in this game. I gotta say that. They really do like their grenades. I mean, we'll have to worry about that in the second movie, because they don't have grenades in the second one, but the third one, I'm sure it'll come back. Alright, we definitely need a shovel. And that's a knowledge puzzle. And we need Indy for that, of course we do. Indy, I need you here. What does that even do? Like, what the heck does that even do? Is that part of this knowledge puzzle over here or something? Okay, so we got a ledge here. I'm assuming, yep, so Marion's gonna have to jump up there and punch from it. Which is fine, we just gotta kill all the enemies first. It definitely sounds weird without the music. Indy? Thank you for not being stupid there. Punch him once and he goes away. Now, 3 more hits until he goes down, and we can break everything else here, get some more studs. We can get any mini kits. I don't know, we don't have a shovel, so we might not be able to get anything else here. Oh, wait, there's a shovel. Hang on. Game changer here. We can not only beat people up with it, but we can also dig things up. Soundtrack is when they melt is probably your favorite one of the film. Yeah, it's so extreme out of nowhere. Alright, we got it. That's number 4 on this level. We'll take it. That's probably the last one we're going to get, unless there's one back here as well. Which is totally fine, of course, because I've got to replay every level anyway. I think there's like one level we might not have to replay, but we're going to have to replay all the other ones. Hit him over the head with a shovel. Hit him over the head with a shovel. And we're done. Easy boss fight. Unless there's more, which there might be. Okay, now they get tied up. Okay, I was about to say, like, now they get tied up. That's such an iconic scene from this movie. How the heck would they not have it in here? We melt! A very PG way to do it. The ghost doing some cock blocking. And done! That is it for the first of 3 movies. I'm not insanely tired yet. We might actually do one more level tonight. Yeah, I might do one more level tonight. All right. That random cutscene exists. Yeah, I think we got time for one more level, but let's quickly look around a little bit. Let's buy a couple of characters and stuff before we head on. We got a lot of money right now, so... Get the Bandit Swordsman so we have a sword character. I'm not sure we need anyone else right now. Is there anything we can do in Indy's office right now? No, we don't have a smart character. Oh, we can get that one. Let's go. Okay, so we got one. We don't have the loud character either, so we can't do that. We don't have a thuggy character, so we can't do that one either. Oh, we can get rid of the shiny silver, though. Get over here, Bazooka Trooper. You are my Oh, it needs a shovel. Well, it's a good thing someone just literally walked in with a shovel 1 second later. Oh, she means Temple of Doom, yep. This is most of the games. That's 2 of them, but... So there's the puzzle on the wall. There's a... Okay, yep. I see where the 3 are, so... Nothing else we can do here for now, but we will take it. Parcels! I don't really think there's anything we really need here. Sure, it's cheap. Why not? They're all cheap, so might as well. I know serious need, though, for most of the characters, because I think we have most of what we need. Gallus has shovel, as does Tipo. Some of these guys are cheap, so might as well buy some of the cheaper characters, 'cause why not? Gotta buy them all anyway. And we got a lot of money, so it's fine. Alright, we got some characters. That's like a quarter of the character roster filled out. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out our first level of Temple of Doom, and that'll be our last level of the night. Shanghai Showdown. Let's go. To see Sala. Okay, gotcha. Anything goes! Anything goes! Gotta save up for the red bricks, yeah. I don't want to buy too many things, because I know we're gonna need them. Mainly for the multipliers, but we can't use the multipliers in our first playthrough, or else it voids trophies. Which is kind of crazy. So yeah, we can't use the multipliers until we've actually beaten the game, because they void achievements. They void the story achievements, which is insane. So I can't think of any LEGO game that did that. Okay, so after this, we're finally going to have a character that can scream. As annoying as it can be, we will have a screaming character for once, so that'll get us one of our remaining abilities. So once we get through this second movie, we will be able to go back and start doing free play. He wants a diamond? He gets a diamond. It's a piano! Do 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 How does she not reach that? How does she not reach that? Seriously. No, seriously, how does she not reach that? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Yep, that's what I was supposed to do. Okay, never mind. That's how I reach it. Okay, we need diamonds. Let's scream at one of them. Oh! I just murdered the random Chinese lady. I just straight up murdered her, throwing the diamond at the guy. Oh, that was pretty funny. The thing is that she sings it in Mandarin. Yeah, she does, actually. Indy, get your ass over here. Ow. I know you've been poisoned and all, but just suck it up. Suck it up and get over here. That was hilarious, though. I just straight up domed the random Chinese chick and killed her. Where is Indy? I know I need the blue antidote to save him. Why is he not coming with me? She just does her hand fighting. Oh god, this is fun. Indy, get your ass over here. That's number 3. Toss the antidote. Like about the Shanghai Willy figure, she has a crown on her head. Oh, okay, or like a tiara. That's probably not a super common thing in Lego. Oh, so that's shiny silver. Oh, there's a random diamond here for some reason. I don't know where it came from, but I'll take it. Thankfully, Indy catches the antidote and saves himself. Wrong machine gun, it's a Tommy gun. Okay, Indy's good to go now, thankfully. So now, how do we get through this? Purple stud, let's go. Ah, yep, there's a secret up here. I remember this. Or something. Might not be a secret. Do that. Tosses that down. Then we have another sword for the other side. Can we get another one from the same spot? That we're supposed to do? Not common since it's transparent red. The minifigure looks ahead of its time. Oh, okay. Okay, so we knocked both of those down. Right. Oh, right. It's literally a vehicle. Oh, that's so stupid, but it's hilarious. It's so stupid, but it's actually kind of funny. Oh, we got tables to run over, apparently. Okay. But one of them's up there, so we can't run it over yet. Oh, nope, never mind. That's a different kind of table. Because in the movie, it's a Tommy gun. With infinite ammo. You figure lose his time. This is beyond stupid and silly. Yeah, but it's hilarious. It's what I love about LEGO games. They're hilarious. Okay, we have short round now. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Hold on to your potatoes. You cheat, Dr. Jones. You cheater. You cheat, Dr. Jones. You cheat. You are a cheater. Hold on there, Miss Lady. We go for a ride. I am Japanese, so I am allowed to scream at things like this, or say things like this. Because it is my culture. I am allowed to say whatever the hell I want in relation to this. No one can say anything back about it. I love being a minority. Even though it's the one minority that doesn't get any advantages in life. Chinese woman screaming is more annoying than Willie. You cheat very big! He is not no crazy! No time for love, Dr. Jones! We have to escape! No time for love, Dr. Jones, we must escape! Or just the no time for love, Dr. Jones. Classic. Well, that looks like it needs a shovel, and we ain't got a shovel with us today, so... There ain't no shovels in Shanghai, so... I'm not gonna be able to do anything about that one today. It doesn't stay, so she's got to jump on it, and we have to get up there, and... Okay, well, she's not going to help. Okay, Willie. Do something for once in your life and actually help here. Thankfully, AI is smart enough to do it, and not, like, run away. Actor was actually Vietnamese. The actor's Vietnamese, played a Japanese, and stuck in China? Wait, he was Japanese? I thought he was Chinese in the movie. He might not have, I mean, he might not have been, but like... Yeah, they definitely, that was the 80s. That was the kind of shit you could do in the 80s. You couldn't get away with that these days, but you could get away with that in the 80s, so... Good old times. We could actually say what you wanted. Get away with stuff like that. Good old days. Club Obi-Wan. For those who don't know, it's called Club Obi-Wan, just in case you didn't actually know that and you've never seen this movie or something. Be my meat shields. Meat shields. Assemble. And we're good. Assemble, meat shields. Wrong button, apparently. Run over everyone and out the gate. Oh, we're already at the end of the level. Okay. Yeah, this is the end of the level. So this is a short level compared to some of the recent ones. Godfather rejected Sylvester Stallone as he said he wasn't Italian enough, but non-Italians plays the main characters. Wasn't there like a whole thing with Marlon Brando being followed by the mob for that movie? But like, everyone ended up liking the guy so much that he got a part of the movie and got to meet Marlon Brando. That's a weird story I heard. I don't know if I'm telling it correctly, but... Through the gates. I don't know, I hear random stories sometimes of like random movies and stuff. Oh, well, that hurt. We missed. You need very few. You don't know? Yeah, I swear I read that somewhere, but like, again, it's just a random thing I read at some point in time, so it could mean nothing. Oh, you tell me I can't get that because I can't switch... Okay, so he's too short to get it. Okay, short round. You're too short to get the mini kit. That is racist against short people. if you ask me. That is a little racist against short people. Or children. Just wish you were living in a time that didn't make stuff like that a problem. Yeah, that's fair. It would be nice for things to be a little more simple. Mini kit there, let's go. Oh, we might actually need Willie to get that. Oh, there we go, True Adventurer, let's go. Alright, at least we got that done, so. True Adventurer is good. Alright, let's jump across. There's Willie. And there's nothing we can do about that unless we're playing as Indy, but can he even make that jump? Wait, can he actually make that jump? He can! Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. He can make that jump just fine. That's our last thing we need. Stream couldn't watch. Redo that level because the truck's breaking. Oh, I don't blame you, man. That was annoying because, like, that's not usually an issue I have, but sometimes games decide to break when I play them, unfortunately. So if LEGO Day 1 thinks Star Wars is too offensive for being military, and they're done for. Yeah, it's like they claim to not care about military stuff, but then they do all of their LEGO Star Wars sets that all these battle packs and stuff that are basically military. Alright, so that's going to be it for this level here, I think, unless there's something else we have to do here. And we have to get in somehow. Okay, and you just phase through. Why not? How do I get in? I'm supposed to get up here as Indy, but you can't get up there. Okay, so we got that one. So how do I get up to this one? He can't get to it. Unless I have to jump up across the plane from this side, maybe. No, that doesn't seem to be it. Why does that platform just phase in and out of existence? We'll switch over to something else or buy older sets. A lot of older sets are amazing. There are a lot of amazing sets from the old days. There are so many great sets. How's he supposed to get up there to activate the switch? Do I have to drive this thing over here? Is that what it wants me to do? Because if so, that's a little ridiculous, don't you think? Yeah, that's what it wants me to do. I don't remember having to do that, but okay, cool. Whatever. It is what it is. It's fine. Nice try, Lao Shay. We're pilots that work for Lao Shay. We're gonna abandon the plane in the middle of the Himalayas. Any ones you want in the Temple of Doom, minecart, and the Palpatine's arrest would definitely be solid ones. Yep, that seems realistic. We're watching the Temple of Doom was peak at your age, although the monkey brains was a bit gross. Oh, I remember that scene. We're not sinking, we're crashing! Ah! Alright guys, it's been about 4 hours almost, so I need to call it a night. I gotta go to work tomorrow, but good progress made overall, despite the game breaking a couple of times, so I'll take it. I will see you guys back here most likely on Wednesday for the next stream of this game, or of anything, so yeah, see you guys back here on Wednesday.